Welcome to the most horsepowerful podcast on the internet, the Xbox Drive. Before we get this show on the road, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and ring that bell on YouTube, and leave a 5-star rating or review on your podcatcher of choice. If you want to continue the conversation after the show, make sure you join the Carpool Gaming Discord. For exclusive content and all the Carpool shows in one simple feed, head over to patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Finally, head over to carpoolgaming.com for all of your merch needs. Now, with all that out of the way, you better buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for the Xbox Drive.
No power greater than X. Everyone, it's me, Sean Capri. I'm glad you're here because you're listening to the most horse-powerful podcast on the internet. It's the Xbox Drive. I'm on a Skype call with my friends Fiona, Mitch, and Bowser, and on our journey today, we're going to talk about all that Xbox partner showcase, whatever's going on there. I'm in a hotel room. I sound like garbage, but it's good to see you, my friends. Bowser, how are you this morning, Bowser?
I think I'm the only one here that's doing great, so...
Real talk, yeah.
Throw that out.
We all suck.
The world, it's a great day. Everything's going right.
Sounds good. Mitch, what's going on, man?
I'm good. I will say I'm good.
I'm struggling.
I'm good.
What's wrong with you? I didn't even
fine.
have time to ask you guys. Like, I'm legitimately, I've been struggling for the last 10 minutes trying to get this whole thing sorted in my hotel room here. I just woke up my neighbors in the room next door and across the hallway screaming about Xbox and stuff. What's going on with you? What's your problems?
My phone broke yesterday. I had to buy a new phone, dropped $700 out of pocket, so that was fun.
What happened? What
But
did you do?
otherwise,
Did you
I'm
drop
good.
it in the toilet?
No, I blame a pair of shorts. I explained this to Bowser off stream. I have a pair of shorts that pockets don't go deep enough for my giant phone. So this isn't the first time my phone has fallen out of
Girl
these pair of
shorts.
shorts. They're not girl shorts, thank you. They're
They
not
might be
girl
girl
shorts.
They got girl pockets in
They're
them.
not
by the
girl
sound
shorts.
of it.
They do have girl pockets in them.
Yeah.
Girl pockets, agreed. But yeah, I sat in my car. It fell out of my shorts as I was closing my car door. I literally felt it bounce as I closed my car door, and I'm like, that's not good. And I looked down, and my screen
Squish.
is ultra effed. Ultra.
Did you have it there? I want to see it.
Like, it's flickering and make...
That doesn't look
Yeah.
good. Oh, snap.
You know what's
Oh,
crazy?
I see the
Yeah.
problem.
Do you
Yep.
see this hard line down? Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy thing is, this actually still works. Like,
Oh.
this, and like the fingerprint reader actually still works as well. But yeah, it's toast. So I upgraded to S24 Ultra. And
Oh, look at that.
yeah,
Nice logo on there.
It's the exclusive Extra Life merch logo. Hashtag plug, hashtag next Saturday. But yeah, good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fiona, hi. How's Canada? How's your end of Canada? You taking care of your end of Canada? My end of Canada is great.
Is it safe?
Yeah, it's safe.
Yeah, we're-
It's been doing well. It's been cool. Ooh.
Look at that.
Look at this.
Fiona, stay
Stuff on
focused.
the arms.
Okay, I'm
is-
so sorry. They're just showing off things. I'm so sorry. For people who aren't watching, Bowser's just bringing stuff on the screen, and I got very distracted for a second. It's going well over here. The weather, we almost hit. For Sean, you'll understand. We almost hit 0 degrees this morning, so that was kind of wild. But I digress. It's
Why
been
the
going well.
weather?
I've been
Every
doing well
time.
overall, except for the fact that I just I'll talk about this later. I was doing great until I hit a wall of just pure sadness. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on when I talk about the games that I've been playing.
Put a pin in the sadness. We'll bring that back up later.
Just a bit in it. Just a small
I
little
feel
bit in
like
it.
it's irresponsible to not tackle the sadness. It's like, okay, yeah, you're sad. Cool. Let's talk about other things first.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to for
be not sad
context.
for
The
a minute.
reason the sadness happened was because of a video game. Because
Yeah, okay.
I did my due diligence and tried out some demos that I'll talk about later on. And that was a choice. Phenomenal, but we'll talk about that later on. But yeah, overall going swell. Over here on the East Coast, the actual East Coast, it's going well.
Now, I don't think anybody else was claiming to be on the East Coast.
Some people think that Ontario is the East Coast, and let that set in. That's not the East Coast. That is not.
She's in the East Coast time zone, so I consider her East Coast.
Oh, that's you know what? That's fair. That is confusing.
Just saying.
Yeah, there's an Eastern time
If you're
zone,
an
but-
Eastern
But I'm on the
time zone,
actual
you're
coast.
Eastern.
I'm on the actual coast.
Good for you.
Coast Wars.
protected Canada.
Yes, I've been waiting for this.
Have we not been doing this the whole time?
I guess, right?
It's
'Cause
better.
it feels like
we
we
always
have.
have something silly to fight about. Waffles and pancakes and French toast and who knows.
Now
I
it's
also love
coasts.
how everybody's like, this is early. I just want to point out, it's 7 a.m. for me. Everybody else, like, you're like, she wanted to do it an hour later and goes, can we just start? That's a little early for me.
Yeah. I also just want to say
7
it's
a.m.
early
for
for me. It's 11.
I'm
So-
done
The
talking.
it is literally the middle of the day.
That is, I yell at my kid for waking up at 11. I just want to point that out. I like tell my son, get the hell out of bed. It's 11:30. Why are you still sleeping?
Guys,
it's early
also
enough
because
for
the
a
fact
free
that
breakfast.
when we record this
Yeah.
podcast, usually it's 9 p.m. my time. So for me, it's just all out of. We used to record at 10 p.m. and end at like 12:30
back.
a.m. in the morning. We'll be back.
We'll be back. This is my fault. And I've made the show worse by it being so early in the morning for everybody. And none of my recording
I
stuff
love
works.
this.
I'm on my laptop. Look, people should go back and listen to the early episodes. This show used to be recorded in my car, okay?
In a car,
with
guys.
With this headset that apparently isn't recording my voice right now.
Not at
and
all.
Not at
I
all.
would kind of hang the cord up against the other ear so the microphone would sit right here on my chin, Mitch.
Oh,
Right there.
Pro move.
That's crazy.
Do you know what I'm looking forward to? When the moment this podcast is over and that microphone starts working.
Don't even. It's going in the trash after this.
He's got
I'm
to
trying to pack
spike it.
light. Next time I'll just bring my whole Elgato system with me. That's it.
Yes.
I mean,
You know
have
what
done
you
it.
should get?
The mini
Yeah.
mic. Get the mini
Yeah,
mic that people
I was
use
gonna say.
on like TikTok.
Oh,
and
like
just,
the
talk
TikTok
into the-
mic. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
please, Sean.
How about I just
They're
pretend to
super
be doing
cheap.
that with my phone this whole time?
Yes.
You see those
talking to
TikTokers
my
with their
phone
phone
and-
interviews? There's like, so anyways, how's it going?
Turn it to you.
You doing okay?
Oh my gosh.
so-
It's like those street interviews. It's just like, what's your favorite
100%.
color? And then just like, it's just annoying people on the street. They're trying to get
That'll be our
deep,
next
like, their thing.
podcast.
Perfect.
Might be a
The
podcast while
Xbox
we're
Walk,
in
and we just
Rome.
go ask drunk people out to the bar.
What do you think about the Xbox partner preview?
That's a good idea.
Ask
It'll
drunk
be like
people at the
the what?
bar in a random New York City how they think about the Xbox preview.
City is a
That'd
very
be so-
loose term for where we're going.
Culmination of people.
This ain't like we're going to New York City here.
Yeah, we're not going to NYC, guys.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
always
biggest
have to
reason.
put,
Like I told my
quotations around
wife,
it.
like, yeah. I mean, that's literally the
guys.
biggest reason I told my wife, like, I should probably go by myself because literally, we're not going to NYC and seeing Times Square. I'm not in Manhattan doing this awesome stream. We're in the middle of effing nowhere. But you know what I mean? Like, I told her that every time she was like, "Oh, we could go to New York." I'm like, "No, we can't. You're gonna sit there in a room with like 8 people, and you're gonna sit there bored to death."
I mean, there's going
You
to
know
be
what
a
I
lot
mean?
more than 8 people, but
Bowser, does your husband ever get bored sitting there?
no. Last year he was playing like IRL Mario Party games, running around like a crazy man.
IRL Mario Party.
Yeah,
Did you guys actually do that?
yeah.
Explain.
So like,
Did you guys have hammers and hit Goombas? What happened? Like, I'm so
it was
confused
just a
right now.
bunch of like little mini games.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Got it.
What were we? We had gum bands and we were trying to knock over stacks of cups. And if you
Oh,
don't know
okay.
what gum bands are, well, come to Pittsburgh and we'll tell you.
Sounds like a threat.
Yeah,
Sounds
my
like,
yinzer
come to
came out
Pittsburgh
there
and
for a
see what
minute. I'm
happens.
sorry.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. Like I said, but that was the only reason, like, let's just say if it was in NYC, we probably might be going to that instead of this damn wedding. But
Yeah,
yeah.
you could have lied.
She's
to
like,
her,
oh,
told
she's
her.
like, oh, I'll go shopping. I'll go do all these things. I'm like, no, you don't get it. We're not anywhere near anything cool. Like, we're so far away from all that cool stuff you want to go do. So, yeah. But no, weddings instead. Thanks. Sorry, Sean. Sean, I just want to point out.
I don't even know if my internet's working, so I'm not sure if I'm interrupting people today.
You're here.
That's
You're
so
here.
if I'm being quiet, I'm like, I just don't want to awkwardly like show up on a terrible Zoom call here. That's what this week is all about, you guys.
It's a Skype
Nice.
call. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Skype call. That's right. Yeah.
What are we doing?
They had Skype. You're Microsoft. You had Skype. You were first. You were first. You had it.
Here we go. Here we
You
go.
had it. What is going on? How did you lose this? Why are we using anything else? You had Skype.
Because
You
let
know-
me tell you, I use Skype for Business daily just for like chatting, and it's terrible.
That's what I'm
You know, it's-
saying. How do you screw it up?
I think it's crazy that like I remember back in the day when like Xbox One was coming out and they were talking about how the voice chat was going to be so much better because they did buy Skype. And they were literally like, we're going to use this Skype codec in order for the quality to be better. And I remember the voice chat and the parties on Xbox were phenomenal. Like, they sounded real good. I was like, what? Yeah. The crazy thing is, I did this recently. I was playing Left 4 Dead 2, and I had to actually use the party system that was built into the 360. And it sounds atrocious. It sounds so bad. And I'm like, we used to think this was cutting edge. And now it's like, ugh, it's not good.
Yep.
But it's okay. We're on a Skype call. Hashtag
you know what,
Microsoft
you guys?
still on
I
Skype.
just realized something. This week is the most fitting week for the first segment of the show, Mitch. It's the. She could show up here any second. She could.
It's true.
That housekeeping lady, she could show up any second. There she. We're like a high school play. The kid misses.
She's knocking on the door. She's knocking on the door. Get her in.
Line.
Line.
I would have loved it. I would have loved it if there actually was somebody at your door.
That's
and you're
what
like,
I'm
oh,
saying. That's thank you.
No,
Mitch.
go get her. Go call
Okay, I'll
right
go
now.
get her.
and
Okay.
say,
Go look
go,
at the
go get
hallway
her.
and see if one's out there.
Grab the cart in. Grab a couple extra Splenda off our cart.
Sir,
and say,
sir, why
"Read
are you
this."
stealing my cart? Sir, why are you stealing my cart?
And I'll say, sit down here and read this to the people. Read to the people that Extra Life is coming up. November 2nd, we will be live in upstate New York, in and around Rome, something like that. We're playing video games for what will actually be 25 hours. There is a time zone or time change. Daylight savings ends. We're no longer saving. We're spending our daylight.
Oh, I love the
We're going to
waste.
start spending it. The spending season is here. Extra Life, you guys. Bowza and me, we're going to be there with a whole bunch of other Carpool Gaming hosts. At least 8 of us are going to be there. It's going to be incredible. Go to Extra-Life. What are you pointing at Fiona for? I'm not bringing
Not
up
these
Fiona.
two.
I'm not bringing you two up, okay? Me and Bowza
Okay.
here.
Come on, Fee. You can
our
This
goal is
half is
$10,000.
going. This half
I'm not giving
is
her shit. I'm not going to do it. Fiona, you do whatever you want. I'm trying to
Oh, wow.
not bring you up.
Do it. It's fine, Fee. Fine. I'm fine.
It's fine.
Oh.
I look forward to being shamed for the next month or a year. Who
At
knows?
least a
Sean
year.
shamed me on his podcast that had nothing to do with me. He was just like, yeah, Mitch, why don't you just stay put? Because I was talking about, I could send a video of me doing something stupid for something. And he's like, you know what, why don't you just not?
Just don't.
Just
Yep.
don't. Yeah.
Look, we're going to raise $10,000, and we need you guys to donate right now. extra-life.org/participant/carpoolgaming. The links are in the show notes, and we're going to do something really amazing. I don't think we've talked about this, so exclusive. We're going to stream to YouTube and Twitch separately. That's the goal anyways. We're going to have 2 different streams going on our YouTube channel and on our Twitch channel because we've got so much going on to share with you guys.
That's
So
awesome.
It's going
That's a
to be
great idea.
really, really great. People are already donating, so we're on our way to 10,000. We've got great prizes. We've got some Nintendo games. We've got more prizes coming in. We've got stuff from the community. You can win a Xbox controller, that Starfield exclusive limited edition controller that has been provided by Awesome Dave. We've got an incredible Skyward Sword package that's provided by Yarden. You can be part of my Nintendo Switch Online family that's provided by me. We've got merch packs coming at you guys. Like, it's going to be incredible. We are now on the road. We got 2 weekends. It's this weekend, next weekend, and then it's happening, okay? And if you're on free feeds, this happened last year because Patreon users get it way sooner, man. Free feeds are really, really late. So I think
The stream's already over. Extra Life already happened. Yeah.
Extra Life already happened. Go check out the VOD. But Extra Life is the big push right now, you guys. We're really, really excited. Almost entirely all of our efforts are going to be squarely looking at that. And I think that's all. Oh, you can buy your merch. You can buy your merch just in time. You can buy your merch. I'm sorry, that's it. That's the real thing. That's the real deal. Now I'm done. Sorry, Mitch. I'm in a hotel.
We go.
I gotta bring an extra suitcase just for all of my carpool merch. And I'm gonna
You
like,
really
like,
do. You have, like,
wardrobe
everything.
changes like every hour during the charity stream.
It's like a concert. She comes out in like a different shirt every hour. Jesus.
Oh,
No, that's cool.
thank you, housekeeping.
me and
lady.
you will
Come
be
back
in the
later
chat,
for the actual
right?
sheets.
Oh yeah, I'll be the best mod ever.
I'm not.
Oh, we really could use mod support. Not gonna lie.
Real talk. I won't be. I'll be able to. I'll be able to check in here and there. I'll be like, yeah, cool. I'll donate. Maybe
I'm
win
pumped,
something
man.
else.
Well, Bowser and I, we set up like a little test stream. What was it, last week or something like that? We were just setting things up. We raised like $60 towards Extra Life, just testing things out, just getting it ready.
Nice.
So very, very cool. And we'll be doing a little bit more of that as we get a little bit closer. When I get home, get everything ready and set. And I'm super excited. We're going to play so many games. I'm sure we'll talk about 5 games even on this podcast that we'll have to add to the list to play at Extra Life.
It's possible.
It's going to be great. It's possible. It's usually
By the way,
happens.
good idea on splitting it up. That's good stuff. That's
It's gonna be
a
fun.
great idea.
Yeah. There's like I said, there's 8 hosts, and then a lot of community members are going to be there as well. So we can do different stuff. So it's gonna be great.
No, it's
It'd be great.
That is a good idea because, like I said, everybody's got different tastes in games. Or you might say, "Oh, they're playing this. Let me check that out," or just have both up. Just support both. Everybody
Totally.
work in both chats. Do that.
Yeah.
Share it with everybody you know. Tell your mothers. They have money. Let them donate.
Please do, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell your moms. Tell your dads. Had your kids. Had your
Fee
wife.
thought I was going to take that in a weird direction. She gave me a look like, "Why are you going to tell moms? They have money."
Yeah, moms always donate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help sick kids. Come on.
If you need, I can write you an email. I'll write your email to your mom. I can
Yes,
help
Oh,
you
you
with
should
that.
you should definitely put a template in Discord.
Yes,
Dear Mom.
I will.
Dear mom. Yeah. Put a media kit together for her.
It has come to my attention that you haven't really done anything for me lately, and here's a great opportunity to do so for kids.
It's come to my attention. We haven't talked in years. I blame
As
you.
a-
Anyways.
Dear Mom, as now a grown adult, I've come to realize all the trauma you've caused me in my life, and I am paying hundreds of dollars in therapy. You can support me at extra-life.org. Please.
Shit.
Maybe I shouldn't write the templates for the people. Maybe somebody else can do that.
I can do it.
Dear mom, you were never
Yes,
in my
please,
life
Steve.
the way you needed to be. Like, Jesus Christ.
No, actually, no. The
So,
mom.
I
the
know
mom's
I'm not
email
your
should be
favorite
sweet.
child.
Yeah.
The mom emails will be very nice. Dear Mom, I love you. I know you love me. I know I'm your
Yeah.
favorite. Please donate.
You like kids. You
Like,
had
dear
me.
Dad,
Do you want to support other
I've
kids?
got some stuff to talk to you.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dear Dad, you never loved me since I got second place in the softball tournament.
Dear Dad, I don't know where to send this since you never came home when you went to get cigarettes.
Yeah. Dad, where's milk? On the other side of the earth? Because I haven't seen you since. Did you walk?
You guys are
Dear Dad, I hope you're
I'm
enjoying your
dead.
cigarettes. Oh my God.
You got money for cigarettes? You have money for Extra Life. Donate now.
There you go.
This is really solidifying the fact that I need to write these emails apparently because these are terrifying. These
Oh,
are
these aren't good?
these are absolutely scaring me. As someone who deals with like emails and dealing with like the public space on a regular basis, this is terrifying, guys.
Hers are going to be PR trained. Ours are real. She's media trained. Fee over here.
You can choose which one you send. I
Fee's
won't
gonna
judge
put
you.
Fee's gonna put circle back in the email, and I'm gonna throw it in the dumpster. I cannot
Circle
stand
back.
that term.
I've never
me-
used circle back ever.
Stop!
follow
Don't.
I've never
Let's
used
follow
that
up.
before. Follow up, sure.
Dude,
Maybe we're
As
coming
per
in
your
hot
last
with
email?
this, though.
me
Mitch,
circle
we'll
back
sneak
on
in
that.
our little
Good.
shot at the parent, like in the middle of the email. Like it'll be like sandwich. It'll be like
small
Yeah,
font.
sandwich it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You've always been such a supportive parent to my brother. No, I'm just playing.
They'll be like the
Small
eldest sibling. They'll be like the eldest child, the youngest child, the middle child, the child that never talks to their parents.
Right.
What is this podcast, guys? I
So
don't-
many templates.
So good.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh. This is
Boots in
what
the
you get. I'm
chat
in a
says, "Get
hotel
your
room.
parents' credit card and donate. Don't go
There
to
you
jail
go.
for credit card theft." Please.
This is the
Hey,
best
parents
plug
do it
we
to their
could ever
kids
do
all
for
the
Extra
time.
Life.
So
Oh my god.
Man, we could
Man,
use this
we
to
really-
raise money for Extra Life. Why
We
not?
really promoted Extra Life this week. Go us. Good job.
Good job. High five,
Yeah.
team.
Good job. Good
Donate
job, team.
$5
Thanks, Moms.
to get the Sean and Mitch edits of these emails.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want me writing an email. It'd be horrible. It'd be so terrible.
I
Good
love
stuff, though.
All right. What's next? What are we doing?
Oh.
Writing
I
emails
have
to
no
people's
idea
parents?
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, I can't find that on the doc, so I don't know where we're at.
Fiona, what are you playing? You were sad.
I was really sad, Sean. Man, boy howdy, did
All right,
I
I'm gonna get some
decide to...
tissue.
Yeah. So I decided to play a couple of demos. Now, there were a few that I'm not going to talk about because, honestly, I'm not going to lie, they didn't really stand out to me. And for that reason, I'm not going to give them a spotlight. However, the one that made me sad was The Goodbyes We Made. Should have known by the title, guys.
Seriously, what are we doing?
This one... It was like one of the spotlight ones that were on Next Fest on Steam. Go and play some Next Fest games, guys. But it was like, it wasn't even like someone was lost or anything. It was essentially, it kind of like makes you go through grief a little bit. That one in particular is one of the ones that I got to play, which is you just wave to this person that's at a train station and you just like wave at them, and then when you stop waving, the game's done. So these are a bunch of different mini games that are into one video game, and all of these have like a backstory of like the actual creators, like this is the reason why I made this game. The first one, for example, was he originally, or my apologies, I'm going to say they. So they were an exchange student in a country that they didn't know how to speak the language very well. And so their first class project was to make a video game. And so he wanted to make sure, or they, my apologies, wanted to make a game that had no words in it. So they talked to their friends and they came up with this idea of them like going on an airplane and then them going through all these different memories, and there's like no words. And then the faster you go, the sadder your character gets, because it's all these memories that are kind of like going away as you fly. I was sitting there crying before this podcast, and I'm like, this is not the game I should have played, but it's so well done. All of them have like different like art styles, as you can see on the trailer here. If you are listening, go watch the trailer. But it's really cute, but at the same time, it's really like, it's heartwarming, but also sad at the same time. So yeah, that one, the Timmy game, that's what broke me. It's just like this character and they're like, it's a do not talk game, but then you click on them and then it gives you an option to talk to them or just stop talking. And the more you talk to them, the more you get to learn about why they play this game. So yeah, that's the demo that I played this morning. Thumbs
How about
up.
we don't show her more reasons to cry right now?
Yeah. So I'm so sorry, Sean. Sean's like crying.
It's so sad. Well, I don't think I actually want to move on quite so quickly, because this is it's a really interesting thing as far as like the art of video games and pouring one's soul into their work and their project and to share with other people. Like we often talk about how it's making us impacted, but as you were talking about that, I just couldn't help but think about what this person went through, or this team, what they went through in order to be so compelled and motivated to pour it out in a way that connected with you. Like that's pretty remarkable. You know, it's like not since That Dragon Cancer have I really thought about it really in that way. Sometimes I think about games, especially in the more emotional side, as just like sharing experiences or just having like prompting people to think about things in a different way, that kind of stuff. But this one seemed like it was like very personal. So it just kind of that's the face I was making. I'm like, man, like what happened to them, you know? And then the memories thing has just been, as I advance in my age, and yesterday I spent I'm traveling for work, and yesterday I spent the day visiting a few seniors care facilities, and just like watching what's coming for some of us, you know, like, and it's right there. Like it was a very heavy day yesterday, actually. You know, watching people in their later stages of life, and then watching the people who care for them, you know, and just making sure that they have a good time and they're well taken care of, and thinking about the families who aren't there to visit them. And then I think about like my grandparents who were in facilities like that, and it's just like I'm in a hotel room, but I'm in a place, you know. So that game that you just shared, just it hit me, man. So thank you for sharing. I don't want to play it. I had enough yesterday. Like,
I ain't playing that nonsense.
Thanks for telling me how awesome this game is. Not touching it with a 10-foot pole.
Never gonna touch it, but I think it is important to you know, celebrate the past, celebrate our lives. You know, I'm in that mode right now. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's one of those things where when it comes to video games for myself, I find I gravitate more towards the story based. So even something like this, sure, it's not like a shooter. I apologize, Mitch, but it's not like kind of like action packed or anything. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mitch doesn't care.
Mitch doesn't care. But no, it's
Mitch doesn't have a soul. He just likes to shoot things. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
No, oh my gosh, that wasn't the preface of reason why I pointed that out. But no, it's just one of those things where I like gravitate towards more story based. And so I think that's why it kind of made me want to play that game, because it's just like, okay, so it's not like action packed. It's not like bells and whistles. It's not like a full base. It's like a bunch of little mini games, but it like, even those small little sections had such an emotional impact that I just was like, I was kind of dumbfounded from even the first one, which was just you're clicking, like, for example, I'm going to talk about the first mini game, and it's a person sitting in an airplane, and these images are going by in the window, and you, the thing you need to do is click on the yellow item. So it could be like a baseball, and then you see this baseball go into the child's hand or like the person's hand, and then the next one is it's a yellow dog, so you click on the dog and then you see the character like petting the dog and stuff like that. So it's like gravitating towards these like different parts in this memory, but then it starts moving faster and faster, and like the more that your character can like remember all of these details and memories, they're really happy. But then things start moving by really fast, and then they're just like, wait a second, and then the gravitation is just like kind of like the impact of I'm actually leaving. And then at the end, the character's crying because it's just like, I'm leaving all of this behind. And so even then I was just like, that was legitimately less than 5 minutes, and I'm sitting there tearing up. And then the next one, which was the Timmy's Don't Speak game, that one just kind of crushed me because it's kind of a representation of like losing connection with friends. And so it's kind of like you talk to them regularly, but then they're like, oh, I'm not gonna like, maybe going back and forth in messages and like, oh, we're not going to talk. And then it's just like, it stops, the messages stop. And then you're just like, it's been 5 years, or like, it's been 10 years. And so it's just like, oh boy, howdy, did it make me tear up. And so I was just, I'm going to be thinking about this demo for a very long time. And I am very excited to play the full game when it comes out. Will I be streaming it? Oh no, I will not be streaming this game. I will be sobbing in my chair by myself. But I think it's a really good game to play if you want to go through just like, even it doesn't feel like you're like so like invested because you can just play these small games at once, and you can play one of them and there's no order in them either. You could play them in any order that you want to. And I just played it from left to right because that's what I do, but they were all open to me. So you could go on to the third one, you could play the first one, you could play the second. Those are the only ones that are available right now. There are 11 mini games in total. I would really recommend it.
Every once in a while, you need a good cry, and that sounds like the kind of game you would want to use.
Yeah.
Just don't do it on stream, because God knows some people...
It'll be ugly.
Super ugly.
You know what game made me cry for other reasons? Phasmophobia, guys. I played Phasmophobia this week. Boy, howdy. I played this game with some coworkers that have been wanting to play video games with me, and it has been a trip. That game is, I'm not very good at it. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I'm a lot better than I used to be, but I'm not very good. My coworkers, professionals, they know exactly what we need to do. They're just like, let's get all these items, let's set up, let's go do this. Like, and they're obviously very friendly and like very nice about it, but they're just like, they know what to do. They're like, they are pros at this game. And I'm just standing there like singing the character's name, trying to get the ghost to come out. And then I'm just taunting them the entire time. I'm like, I bet you won't attack me. I bet you won't. And I'm just screaming at this ghost. And because one of the things is you have to say the ghost's name to get it to come out. And so it's just them doing serious things and me just running around being a goofball and just yelling at the screen. And it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it quite a bit.
Is it actually scary? Like, cause it's one of those things you sign up for it to be scary. You're there with friends, but like it still kind of gets you.
Yeah. So for context, Sean, we were in a kitchen. We were in the very first house in the game, and you're in a kitchen and you can see like it's one of those like open concepts, so you have the kitchen and the dining room, and then all of a sudden the lights in the kitchen and the living room, like the dining room, start flashing, and there's a little kid in the window and he's singing Ring Around the Rosie. And so then it then starts ending up writing things in a book, because we have like the spirit book, which that's one of the indicators of what type of ghost it is. And then it flew the book across the room at me, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And so there's different attacks at night, there's different types of ghosts. So the whole preface is you have to figure out the type of ghost it is to get points or money. Funny enough, going back to the Xbox partner preview, this is a game that's coming to Xbox, guys.
Yep.
October 29th.
and
Let's go.
I'll play this game. I have been enjoying it thoroughly, but I'm just the goofball. I know how to play it now, but I'm just the goofball that yells out the people's names. And that's it. I would recommend it. Even though it's first person, which is my downfall, because everyone likes to recommend me first person games. A game that's not first person is Pico Park. I played Pico Park for the first time, guys. And
Nice.
nope.
Oh no.
I got so mad playing that game. I had to leave before I yelled at my coworkers. I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm bad at video games, guys. But they don't know how to play. One of them didn't know how to play Tetris. I did not have the patience at 11 o'clock in the evening to teach someone how to play Tetris.
Not with you right now, Ted.
I was just like,
Ted, I will see you in the morning.
by the way, coworkers, if you end up listening to this podcast, love you guys. But boy, howdy,
You
I
need
have
to learn
no
to play
patience.
Tetris.
Just
You
send
need
a
to learn how to
Game Boy.
play Tetris, learn how to play any games. I don't know what's happening. I was just like, what is going on? And then we would just be like, okay, we need to go over here, and then we have to use the gravitation like ability. And then one of them just kept on messing it up, and I'm like, just stay on the platform. And then what does she do? Jumps off the platform, and I'm like, I want to stay employed. I know this is not a work event, but this is like, this isn't it. This is not it. And so for that reason, I bowed out and said, guys, it's time for me to go to bed. And I had to calm down because I don't know, I've never played this with anyone else. So if you guys want to play it with me, I guess, but this is kind of what's going to happen if you play with me. It's just,
I think you'll be just as mad.
Well,
Probably.
we're going to be playing it at Extra Life, so...
What consoles or platforms is that game on?
I don't know.
And
Pico
is it
Park 2 is on Switch. I know.
okay?
I got
So it's
Pico
probably
Park
other
1,
place.
Okay.
What did you play it on? The
PC.
you know,
Yeah, I was
PC.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Pico Park 2, yeah, Switch and Steam. But I was just seeing if it was like crossplay or anything like that. I was actually looking that up for
Yes.
Phasmophobia too.
Crossplay up to 8 players for Pico Park 2.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Phasmophobia also, I was looking
perfect.
at that too. That is crossplay as well. I was looking at it because, like, you're right. That thing has been, example, my daughter, she talks about that game a lot. Like, she's been waiting for it to come to consoles. And I was just happy to see that it is crossplay with PC.
Well, I'll be playing it at 3 o'clock my time because I'm getting messages right now asking me if I want to play Phasmophobia today. So I'm going to be playing it during the daytime.
Nice.
Woo!
It should hopefully be a little bit better.
I love it.
Sean, you said things like, "Is it really scary?" You act like a jump scare with sound doesn't startle anybody at any time. Like,
I'm just saying, like, sometimes you like, especially the multiplayer aspect of this. Like, sometimes it's just you're just so aware of like, I'm supposed to be scared, and that can kind of like ruin it. So, like, is it still as I guess I was asking, like, is it still as engrossing? Like, are you
I get what you're saying.
It
immersed
is.
into it? Because like you're calling out the ghost, and you know the ghost is going to be coming out. Like, that's the point. So I've never played it, so I'm just very curious
So
about the whole
yeah,
thing.
there is a point. There's hauntings, so they the ghosts can attack you, and you. For context, it is proximity chat, but you have to wear headphones. You can't play this game without headphones on, because what happens is if the ghost attacks you successfully, you hear bones cracking, and then you see hands go up across your face, and it goes like this, and then you see the ghost in a room, and there's a bunch
Yeah.
of like weird hanging things, and like the room seems like the walls are like actually alive and they're moving around, and then you see the ghost like in the corner. Yeah, that's what happens. So if you think
Oh, I
that's
want it.
scary,
That sounds
okay,
great.
cool. Sean, we're going to have to
Should
play
be
this
fun.
game together. I would love to
Well-
play this game.
We're up to 2 games that we've said we're going to play at Extra Life here. I said we're going to have up like 5 or so. We had Pico Park, we got Phasmophobia, and we're still on what you're playing. So
right?
we're doing good.
There we go. Well,
Yeah.
what have you been playing, Sean?
Oh, I want to go Bowser first. I want to go because
Okay.
I think Bowser and I might have played the same game, but let's go
you go.
Bowser. Let's go Bowser.
I wasn't going to talk about it, so...
Oh, come on.
Nope, just not talking about it, I guess not.
Okay, Mitch, what are you playing?
I literally have played the same 2 games I played the last week before, Apex and Lockdown Protocol. Go ahead, Bowser.
Sweet. What's up, Bowser?
All right. So I've played quite a few games. You know how I roll. First up, thanks to Xbox Canada, I played Cats with Guns. I don't know if there is a more Bowser game out there, but here it is. It is a Vampire Survivor-like. You play as a cat with guns, of course. There are mice everywhere trying to kill you. You get awesome cat-themed weapons, like churro snacks you can get milk to heal up. Oh, balls of yarn rotating around you to protect you. Of course there's balls of it. Look, there's a mouse in a tank. Like, come on, you're flinging fish at these things? I don't know. Seriously, can it get any better? Like, honestly, this is peak gaming.
I guess somehow I've managed to be surprised at the blatant ripoffs of Vampire Survivors, but here we are with another one. I shouldn't be that surprised, but that's kind of what I'm gathering here with my bad hotel internet here.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what you got.
Yeah.
So the one difference is some of the weapons do have like I guess a twin stick shooter type of operation to them, so you're a bit more active in that regard. Whereas Vampire Survivors, like, you can't aim weapons with right stick.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
I feel like that's better. I feel like it's better to aim.
Yeah. I mean, depends. Vampire Survivors is a nice one-handed game, right?
That's true. I guess, one of the things that almost ruined Vampire Survivors for me, I almost don't want to say this to you because and I love this game, but Vampire Survivors was one that I was really excited to play multiplayer at Extra Life last year because they've got that couch co-op thing, which is really cool, but it's so absent-minded because it really is you just moving around. There's no real aiming or anything. That for Extra Life specifically, when you're just trying to stay awake and you've got a game that isn't really like activating your brain very much, it wasn't the best thing for me. And I wouldn't have realized that had I not played it at Extra Life. And now it's kind of like all I can think about, unfortunately, is just how brain dead I am playing that game. So I got to fire it back up when when it's not 2 a.m. kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I still liked, what was that other game? Brotato. I played a lot of Brotato this year.
I've been playing a lot of Brotato. That's kind of been my I need a daily achievement game.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Because you get an achievement for beating a level with each character. And there's like, I don't know, 40 or something. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that's super easy then.
Yeah. So pop in there, do a run, and I did my play Game Pass, play a game on console, and get a achievement in Game Pass all in one.
I'm just happy when I get the one for like opening the app, which I'll do now.
It's real easy.
I'm like, just keep the streak alive.
This is your daily reminder, everybody. Open the Xbox app.
Open the Xbox app. Go to, what is it, rewards.bing.com. Do your dailies. Play Microsoft Jeweled.
Yep. Been playing that a little bit.
You got to do all that every day. Come on, folks.
Man, look at that cool Game Pass button now in the app. That's cool.
That you can't actually play games with. I'm so mad about this.
Wait,
Let's
what?
not go there. Let's not go there.
Oh. You can't play the games yet? You still have to use cloud.
Yeah, but you can't do it there. Just let it go. I also
what grinds my gears about the Xbox app?
Dang.
No, I'm just playing.
Oh.
Yeah, they'll add it eventually, but really though, I can't buy stuff from the Xbox app.
The Android wants their cut. That's all. If they sell you the game through the app, Google gets a cut.
It's so dumb.
I don't know why they can't have a link there that just says go to the store on the web browser.
Right.
That's probably against terms or something too. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. So I played another game thanks to Xbox Canada, and it's called Spot the Differences Party.
Ooh.
It's Party. You could play multiplayer. So this is look at a couple images and find the differences. It's exactly what you expect it to be. You can play with like no timer, no score, just sit and look at pictures, or you can have a timer, and then you'll get like hints and extra time as you complete levels. I did manage to get all the achievements because that's what I do.
For sure.
I played.
That's on brand.
So it looks like you can play couch co-op. Our version of couch co-op in this household was Green Jeans sat on the recliner beside me and just yelled out where the differences were that he saw instead of having his own controller. Up, left.
He should play Pico Puck with
right.
Fiona.
Yes. That would be some content.
Look at her face. She's like, don't you dare. Has he played Tetris? That's a pre-qualifier.
Probably.
Has he played
the
Tetris?
simplest ideas, though, can make for a very fun video game. That Spot the Differences, like, I don't know that I would have picked that one up, but that actually could be a really fun time, especially as we start to think about
I don't know if you
co-op
remember
now.
this. Like, did you ever go into the bars when you were younger and they have, like, the little game machine sitting on the corner of the bar? Spot the Differences was one of the games you could play in that, so I've got some practice.
Nice.
I don't remember much about going to the bar.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I also love how, there was games for children who were at the bar because their parents couldn't find a babysitter. It's like, hey, Timmy, go over there and just play that bar game. Yeah.
I played as an adult.
Bowser and I grew up in different places. Apparently, America. America. Yeah. You didn't know, you tell me you didn't go inside of a bar before you were 21, Sean? Come on. What kind of life did you live, bro?
Sheltered.
Wait, when can you start drinking up there?
19.
Yeah,
18
12.
some
18
provinces.
here. 18
Yeah.
here.
18.
Which means you start
All
drinking
right.
at 15 or
Yeah.
14.
I was going to say,
You're done
well.
by
That happens
18.
in the US
You're
too,
like, I'm
but-
good.
All right. I also finished Mellowbot, which is a game I talked about a couple weeks ago. Nothing crazy. You're just trying to save the world, Same old, same
Normal
old.
things.
I will say, though, like, some of the tunes that you had to mimic were hard. I'm, like, stressing out over it. So, I was glad when I finished it up and I survived.
We got to get you streaming, man. Like, I can't wait to be playing games with you at Extra Life, because it was one of the things I noticed. Is one of the big reasons I wanted you on the show, actually, was when we were at Extra Life in Rome in whatever the first year that you came, 2021 was it, or 2022?
Yeah.
And every time I came over, you're playing like a really, really interesting game, like off the beaten path and everything. And every week you come with this kind of stuff, and I love it so much. It's always something different. So, good job.
Yay. I play video games.
I mean,
A lot of them,
concept,
too.
One
What a
that I
concept.
started that is not off the beaten path is Neva. I did not finish it yet. I'm just trying to do it in slow little chunks, but it's beautiful. Everybody should check it out. I think
I'll be with you on that next week.
a lot of the storefronts have like a combo pack, so if you haven't played Reese, you could get both of them together. So that'd be a good deal.
Steam had
And then-
Grease for like $2.
Oh,
bought it.
yeah.
A little while there. It's gone. It's not there anymore. I missed it. I've got credits. Don't you guys worry about anything. I've got some Steam credits I can use. That counts. That's okay. But I missed it for and I have it for Xbox and
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch. So I was just gonna buy it again.
Don't use your credits on a game you already have. That's all I'm saying. We've got to break these bad
That's fair.
habits, Sean.
That's fair. Well, I didn't.
What do you mean?
Good.
I'm
You know what I mean.
barely making it, you guys, because I can't buy a game this year, and I've made it this far. I haven't
You got
actually
it.
spent real money on a game. Space
mean,
Marine
yeah.
I got gifted to me. I've got like 6 weeks left. No,
You got
8.
this.
I don't
You
know
got.
how many
You totally
weeks.
got it.
We're
How
almost
many months
there.
are in this?
You have like 10 weeks left.
10.
I know,
Sorry.
Dragon
That's
Age,
fine.
you guys. Dragon Age might get me. Dragon Age might get me.
Yeah.
I feel
All you
like
have to do, guys, don't gift Sean Dragon Age. Don't do that.
I really,
Don't
it's a lot of money.
do
I really
it.
don't want people to do that. Donate to Extra Life. I don't want that Dragon Age thing. Don't do that.
Totally
we
don't
need
do
Extra
it.
He
Life.
doesn't want Dragon Age at all.
I don't. Guys, if that means you're not donating to Extra Life, I won't be happy about it. Okay? Do I have to come up with
Do
the
both.
dad voice?
With your
Okay,
mom's
won't be
credit
pleased.
card.
The goal is 10
Yeah.
grand with your mom's.
There you go.
Yeah, do that. Do that. That's fine.
Don't do that.
Go in your
Sean's
mom's
mom actually
purse.
should buy it for him because of all the
Go
trauma
in your
that's
mom's
happened.
purse. Her credit card is right behind her cigarettes.
Good lord. Yeah, we went into bars young and we're weird, right? Whatever.
I know, right?
Whatever.
Oh, man.
All right, last
That one
thing
just
I will
sent
mention.
Fiona.
Tuesday night, I was a special guest on Lachlan's YouTube channel and her and Rybo and myself played a bit of Unrailed 2. I've talked about it before.
It's that
this
train
game
game.
is rad. Unrailed 1 is also awesome if you want to start there, because Unrailed 2 is going to be early access on Steam November 7th. But, like, Unrailed 1 is on Switch. Go buy it. Play it. It's awesome. You can do local co-op, online co-op. There's PvP modes. You can do, like, versus modes. It's rad. So, everybody
Extra
should do
life
that.
game.
And that is. Unrailed 1 will be an Extra Life game. Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, this looks
So-
great. I love it.
Oh, it's so fun.
How fun goes.
Just watch out because Locklith likes to murder all the animals. Just
Oh,
saying.
someone else that likes to murder somebody.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
I'm not out here to murder anybody.
Fee's over there like, and you know it.
Yeah. Yep.
We love it.
Jesus.
I think that's
Very
it for
nice.
me.
Well,
That's the
I think you
games.
played 2 other games, but maybe they're crossing over with my games, Bowser.
I played one of them, but go ahead, Sean. What did you play?
Well, I played a little bit more of that Kill Knight game, top-down kind of isometric view, leaderboard scoring, bunch of high scores, get kill streaks, twin stick shooter kind of thing, and it clicked for me. Like right after the show we recorded last week, and I got it down, man. Like it feels great. I was trying to remember like what game I was comparing it to. I think one of them was Nex Machina, which was a Housemarque game on PlayStation. I think that still holds. It's closer to that than like more than like a Hades or anything. But dude, like it's just, this is a Sean game. It's an all caps game. It's just action, kill streaks, and just difficulty is kind of the name of the game here. And I love seeing Bowser, your name, pop up on the leaderboards, because you got pretty far in it. And I was like, this is what really kind of kept me going with the game, was you had a pretty decently high score there, and I wasn't getting it at all until finally. Then I did the tutorials, Bowser. That's really all it took.
That helps.
Do the tutorials. You got a whole arsenal of different like cool moves and stuff like that, and dash moves and power-ups. And really, really fun game. I would really consider playing it deeper and further. I have one major complaint about it, though. I don't know if you found this as well. The game seems to want to encourage you to like keep playing, get the currency, get more points, so that you can upgrade your gear, your sword or your gun or your armor, things like that. But the currency comes really slow.
Yeah, so I think what they really want you to do is there are objectives you can do also to unlock the
Right.
next weapons, and that's
But
what
those
they
are
want you to
hard.
do. Some of them are really tough, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a fun, like the game mechanics of it are really, really fun. But it for me it just pushed back maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, it'd be nice if
and,
you could get more of the currency and have a better chance to upgrade.
Yeah, like just that path to success, if it was like just dangle that carrot a little bit better in front of me, because it was like you start out and it's hard. So that immediately I think would push some people away from it. And then yeah, as you realize like what it's going to take for you to actually do, once you realize what you're supposed to do, you're like, oh man, it's asking a lot of me. So I'm not sure if I'll like complete it. There's a lot of game there, honestly, for what it is. And again, nothing that really most people are talking about. Really cool looking game, very different. So I enjoyed that one. Kill Knight's very good. Maybe we'll play it at Extra Life. There's number 4 or 5 there, Mitch.
All right, let's do it.
Sounds good. The other game that I went back to, I actually think I first went back to it when you and I were testing out some stream stuff. Play some of that Neon White, you guys. Neon White came out, I don't know, last year or 2 years ago, something like that. Still one of my favorite games of all time. Fiona, you would hate it. It's in first person and it's parkour. You're just like, you're speed running through these levels. You're bouncing off these like balloon demons and you're shooting things and you're jumping from here to here and double jumping and everything. It is so great. It is just as fluid as I remember it. The visuals, the graphics are so bright and colorful. I just love this game. And the reason it's sort of like fresh for me is I'm playing it on Game Pass. Originally, I played it on Steam, so still on PC, but because I prefer playing it with a mouse and keyboard. But I found just a new sense of like wonder with it, because the leaderboards are different. Honestly, like that's all it really took. A new friends list, different friends list on Xbox than it is on Steam. So I got to go compete with Anti-Macro. I don't know
Poor
if
Macro, man. You wrecked
he's
him.
got some good time, but he's got good times out there. But I don't know if he listens. He certainly isn't playing Neon White these days, so he is completely unaware of the fact that I went and just crushed a bunch of his times, and I was very satisfied to do that.
That was actually going to be a next question of mine, because I was like, how sad would you be, Sean, if I actually started to play that game and I ruined all your times?
Dude, I would love it. I wouldn't be sad about it at all. I wouldn't be sad about it at all.
It sucks though too that the leaderboards aren't cross-play or cross like platform leaderboards. That kind of sucks.
Sure. Yeah.
Because like I was just thinking about that, because if you already put all the time into one platform and then you're like, I have all these great times, and then somebody's like, no, you don't. You don't have money on this, and it's like, kind of wish you could see it on all of the above, but.
I kind of wish there was this smart way for leaderboard-driven games like this to like notify you when your time has been beaten. But like, I instantly I think about how inundating that would be. Like if anytime like you could just get like 50 emails. But I wouldn't want that. But I want to know. Like I'm here on a podcast telling Anti-Macro, yo, I beat your times. You should go back in and play. But like some sort of like, I don't know, something gently nudging somebody, going like, you might want to go look at this.
Astro's Playroom do that on PS5 for their speedrun levels?
I have no idea. Did it really?
I think it might have pinged you a little bit if somebody beat you.
That would be great.
But I don't think it was obnoxious. Like, if they beat you and beat you and beat you, like, it wouldn't keep doing it, but like... It would be cool.
I would imagine if you had like a certain list of friends, like, or your, I wouldn't say just your friends list, because that could be literally so many people have so many people on their friends list, but like close friends, if you could do that or something,
if
or
you
like
could select
actually tell the game,
follow.
Yeah, right. Like tell the game if this person beats me, tell me, because the only thing I was doing was just texting Bryant that I beat his times in trials and he sucks.
Yeah,
I just did that over and over, and I made sure I was very aggressive with it too.
I mean, I guess there could be that. Like, what if? Yeah, even when you did it, if you could just have the game send a message and you could customize it or something like that. But it is such a, for some people, this isn't going to resonate at all. A lot of people don't care about speed running. They don't care about leaderboards or times or anything like that. But there is something like as you start to understand the game and it feels good and it clicks and it results in you getting a faster time than a friend of yours, like there's a way maybe you can kind of understand like how that could become your personality versus like if you're completely untouched to it, then this probably doesn't make any sense. But that was really,
it also depends
really
on the game though too.
To go in and like, then I would be 100%. No, it's internet. Internet here is I'm struggling. The other cool thing I just wanted to shout out too, though, is because I was streaming Neon White, and of course on Twitch, you say I'm streaming this game. People from the Neon White community like came on in, and they like if you're in the Neon White community, man, like you love this game. You know it inside and out. You know every level. You know the best levels. You know the worst levels. You know all the secrets and the shortcuts, how to do it faster, like how to move faster. All these tips and tricks. And what I found from that was that like the folks who showed up were so kind, and they knew how to. There's this one chat person who was giving like the perfect hints, like not telling me how to do it, but just like maybe think about this or don't think about that. Like just the best kind of coaching that I could have asked for, and that was awesome. That was so much fun. Do
they have ghosts that you can see what they do or no?
You can turn them on and off, of your own ghosts. I don't remember if there was. I don't think you can turn on other people's ghosts. I think you can only see like your own best time.
So that's the thing in Trials that is so good. So Trials has ghosts of like you could do your friends, or you can just do the next person on the leaderboard above you. So you could see like everything. You could see exactly how they lean to get up this ramp faster, what they did here. Like you could see everything to where you could try to mimic it if you can. But that was something that was really nice too, because you could turn it on to where it's just your friends and you could just see again. And that's like that whole social aspect of it, right? Of like, what did my friends do here? And why does Brian have a better time than me? Okay. He did this, this, and this. I'm going to do it. And you know what I mean? That's why I was like, those ghosts, especially in like those types of games are great.
I don't know if I would want to. I kind of want to, especially now thinking about like Macro. I beat his times, and I'm like, I kind of don't want him to know how I did it. Like he's gonna have to figure it out on his own. There was a couple times I remember. Well, the crazy thing is like also even if you have a ghost of exactly what they did, doesn't mean you can do it. Yeah, you still got to do it. That's for sure.
You still got to do it, right? So like I remember there was a couple times, and like I'm talking 5-6 seconds off a map. And I'm like, how the hell did you do that? Like, what path did you take
significant.
to shave that? I'm not talking milliseconds, 6 whole seconds. What did you do different than I did?
That is exactly what gets me with it. With
oh
Neon
man,
White.
don't tell me about this game more. No.
Oh, dude, like, do it. Yeah, no, you get it, and it feels great. It is so like first person.
You should play it,
it's
Mitch.
so smooth.
You should
the music
play it.
is. Oh yeah.
I can't, but you can.
I
stay
can't,
safe.
but you should.
Stay safe.
Orphe.
Yes, Fiona. Neon White rules, and it's on Game Pass. I had this idea, guys. I don't know if I should do this publicly or not, as we start to maybe blend into our topic of the week with the partner showcase. Because I saw a bunch of different mixed reactions to it, and people are happy and people are pissy with it or whatever. I would kind of love to do this video, or maybe it's a topic on the show, that airs immediately after any showcase. Nintendo Direct, Xbox, whatever it is, E3, Game Awards, of games that you can play right now because they're already out and you should just play them. Like, stop worrying about what's coming in 4 months and 12 months and whenever and who knows. These are just like 14 games that we pulled trailers for that are just awesome. And they're great, and you should just play them now. Because we're always, with Game Pass, and I bring this in relation to Neon White, I bet people forgot Neon White is in there. If you ask people what's in Game Pass, they will just refer back to whatever was announced last week. And actually, as it turns out, like, this week's drop is pretty crazy, which is great news. And that's like, it's the only thing that gets the news. This is probably the single best drop that we've had in Game Pass. But I'm always on this, you guys. Like, Game Pass, the library of games in there is insane. Nobody talks about the games that are in there. They only talk about like the 6 or 7 ones that launch each and every month. So that's
because I play them as they come out. I don't have to.
Well, you do.
Wow.
But you know what I'm saying.
You're a unicorn. What do you want me to say? You play like everything all the time.
I'm just saying that more matters than that. Like,
Yep.
There's more to it than just these ones that came out.
Yeah, so a few of these I will like cross off from the list because they're not necessarily new. Like Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone are just now coming to cloud, which is cool, but like they were already in Game Pass. Got it. And then Dead Island 2 is just now on PC Game Pass. So
It's pretty great though.
But still, look what's left and you still have an amazing drop.
Mm-hmm.
South Park is awesome.
Yeah,
it's
I should
so
play that.
awesome. Yeah. Everybody should play that.
Everyone should play Donut County. That's just nonsense
I love
fun.
that game.
Like, go play it. It
And
was on
perfect
Game
on
Pass
cloud.
before, but yeah, that would be a good cloud one for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, play on your devices.
As much as I like, obviously I don't play cloud myself, but the fact that like 2 of the 3 biggest BRs are available on cloud on Xbox is pretty crazy. Fortnite and Warzone. Like, now you can and they're free to play. You literally can just, you don't have to buy them extra. It's just all part of this. Like, that's amazing. Fortnite's a little bit more open because you don't even need a Game Pass subscription to stream Fortnite. Like, they got that partnership because of the whole Apple lawsuit and all that stuff. But like, the fact that cloud, like, again, people who got those Fire Stick combos during Prime Day, because they had that, remember, like, Fire Stick controller month of Game Pass. That was definitely a thing. That was like $70 or something. That was a crazy good deal.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there thinking, Black Ops 6 is day one Game Pass and on cloud, to where you literally can grind guns. Granted, is it going to be the best experience depending on your internet? Who knows? But the fact that they're putting them on cloud is wild. Like,
and
people
good
can
news,
grind
Mitch,
in their home if they or in their bed before they go to bed. They can just grind guns on their phone and unlock camos, and like, that's just nuts, man.
That can't be good. Good news, Mitch. Microsoft spent $69 billion on Activision, and so now when they release Call of Duty Black Ops 6, you can buy not a console, but a console wrap. You can put a cool little snuggy thing around your
put
console.
a diaper on your console.
It actually looks pretty sweet, and I do love my Starfield one. This is just a slam on the fact, like, y'all own Call of Duty. Did you forget that you own Call of Duty? You can make
They gave
your
us
Call of Duty
controllers
Xbox.
now, and you can customize the controllers.
All we ever get is
We're getting
controllers.
there.
We were getting controllers before.
No, we weren't. Not for games.
Not Call of Duty controllers. We're getting Forza controllers and everything else. Like, that's par for the course.
This might just be me. I actually don't mind the wraps because you know what I hate? justifying spending $500 on another console when I already have one that works.
Yeah,
that's just me.
And it would be great.
But like, here's the thing: if they did the wraps, the only thing I'm sad about with the wraps instead of the whole consoles is just the console sound effects. That's it. Those console sound effects are awesome. It makes every one of those special edition consoles very unique. Dude. If you sold me the wrap and then included a sound pack that I could download to make my console make those noises, I'd be totally okay with it. Wouldn't
Big
care.
fart noise, thumbs down. I mean,
whatever.
You
John
do you.
just
I don't
wants
want
to buy and then sell it on eBay a few years later. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Yeah,
exactly.
This is my get out of my financial crisis mode kicking in. But to your point, Bowser.
But get you into it first.
Yes. Number
Buying
one.
all the consoles.
Guys, here's my counterpoint to it all. If they had wraps for the Xbox One X, and all they did for Gears was a wrap for the Gears 4, Gears 5, or whichever one it was, I think it was Gears 5, I'd be mad. I'd be not very pleased about it. I've got one of my favorite consoles ever in the history of consoles is my Gears of War Xbox One X. It's incredible. It's got it's kind of like ice, and they've got the skull and everything underneath it. Like, it is one of the best designed consoles. That's what people should want. They should be able to have, like, the Xbox, the Series X, they look like trophies.
Why not both?
Why
I
not
was gonna
both?
say, could you? As I
That's
say,
what I'm
do it
saying.
if you're gonna do it. Do both. Just because there
That's
are
what I'm
people out there
saying.
that, yeah, I wouldn't mind both. I get what you're saying though. Like the uniqueness. Like I said, I have that Gears Xbox. It's literally hanging on my wall like a display, right?
I'm just saying, like, justify that $70 billion you spent on this thing.
Sure. Both
Like,
wouldn't be a
act like
bad
you
idea
own it.
though, because there are people out there that would like to decorate their console to look like that, but they don't want to necessarily drop another $500-$600 or whatever it is that their console
got the
costs.
wrap.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. If they did both, it would be okay. Also, Microsoft, real fast, how have you not made custom console sounds a thing you can buy in the marketplace for money? How have you not done that yet?
Horse armor.
Just saying. Horse armor, exactly. The controller thing I like, though, again, there's an option there because it's easy just to put a shell in the design lab for them just to go make it your own instead of like us just doing this. So I do like that they did that. The only thing that sucks is I feel like it's not on a shelf, so people don't know about it, right? People know Design Lab is a thing, but they don't know it's like, you know what I mean? It's not super duper advertised as well as it probably could be. But that's the thing. I think that's the only part that sucks about that is like people who know about Design Labs are like, oh, this is awesome. But then if you don't know about it, then you're just like, well, I guess like they just don't have any, you know, people that don't know about it have no clue a controller exists that you could get. But I also appreciate them doing the regular and the elite. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having both shells. That's good. Because again, there's your options, right? Regular or elite. Why can't you have the
That's
console
all I'm saying.
Why
and
not
the
both?
regular wrap? Yeah, why not both?
Both.
It's the biggest franchise.
Buy
biggest
both.
IP.
Buy the console, wrap it with
Wrap
the thing
it.
too. Just double it up.
Yep.
That would be amazing.
100%.
That'd be great.
protect
Shout out
it.
also to StarCraft on that Game Pass drop as well, which reminds me I should play StarCraft. Personally, like I already own those games, but people should play StarCraft. That's a huge get for Game Pass. This should be Okay, my last rant about this Game Pass drop, possibly. These are some of the biggest names in gaming. StarCraft, Call of Duty, this kind of stuff. The announcement that these games are coming, it seems to me like there's as much fanfare here as there was with whatever the heck was on the last drop for Game Pass. And I just feel like it's better and bigger and maybe deserves something else. I don't know.
I mean,
you guys tell me.
Is
maybe I'm just being
StarCraft
picky.
that for other people?
I'm
Like,
sorry,
I'm old too,
StarCraft is
and-
not one of the biggest games on the planet. What?
It was like how many decades ago?
Damn, you're really going there?
Not
I would agree with Black Ops.
I was like, she's spitting facts though. Not to be. Nobody's kicking in doors for StarCraft anymore, bro. Not saying it's a bad game, but just the level of hype
hurt my
in.
feelings.
I'm sorry. The truth hurts, bro. Sucks to suck. Have a good day. Like, what do you want me to say?
Guys, Sean literally has it as his favorite game of all time on our website. Y'all need
He
to-
really does.
I know.
He really does.
I'm just
true.
saying.
It's okay. I like
true.
Titanfall 2, a game that will never get a third because Respawn hates me.
I literally have housekeeping at the door right now.
Yes,
I
let
literally
her
have,
in.
not right now.
Let her
thank
in.
you. I really
Get her in
do.
here.
She's in here. No.
Ask her if she wants to be on a podcast.
Oh my goodness, great. That's hilarious.
We did it.
Yeah.
We can
We did it,
retire
guys.
now.
We did it.
Okay.
We did it.
But can we at least agree on the fact that millions and millions and millions of people played StarCraft when it was a
Yes.
thing? Maybe it would be
100%.
cool
No-
to like
no one's
reach out to
crapping
them,
on the
touch,
fact- yeah.
Go touch them. Go. Hey,
Don't
like,
touch
it's
them
back.
without consent.
Ask first.
Yeah, opt in. They can opt in for the touch.
Opt in.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I just like I said, I think Call of Duty. It's also weird because you're right. It is coming to Game Pass. We all knew it was coming to Game Pass, but I think all your commercials for Black Ops 6 here are gonna just throw
I
that
think-
in your face all day long.
They didn't need to do anything on this Game Pass drop special for Call of Duty. Like, I think
Right.
the next week is going to be obnoxious. If you are anywhere
Sure.
that gets advertisements, it's going to be
Oh,
in your face. It's going to
yeah.
be, I assume, on NFL commercials. Like, there's your
Every
market
sports
right there.
commercial.
Yes.
MLB playoffs, NFL,
Yeah.
whatever. It's gonna be It's gonna be on every single primetime show on network television. It's gonna be, dude. My Samsung TV, when I go to change inputs, has an Xbox ad.
It's true.
Like it's right there, and it's gonna
Does it
say
really?
Black Ops 6.
Yeah. Every time I turn on my television, it's just like, guess what's coming to Xbox? And I'm like,
There's
Thanks,
literally an
Samsung.
Xbox
Oh,
ad
okay,
on my
okay.
Samsung TV. Yeah, because
Well,
again,
I
they,
live-
they have that
I
Game
live
Pass
in a
app.
swing state, so all mine says is who I should or should not vote for. It is obnoxious and do not move here.
Vote for this person. Don't vote for this person. Black Ops 6. That's it's
I
gonna
wish
be
it was
just
Black
that.
Ops 6. Like, can I
Yeah,
pay
right.
money to have that be my ad? That would be great.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Like it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be everywhere. And like I said, every ad is gonna end with play on Game Pass, play on Game Pass day one, play on Game Pass, and like stream on Game Pass. Like they're just gonna throw it down your throat. And again, they should.
Yep.
And the funniest thing is, even if they're gonna do all that, millions of copies are still gonna sell on PlayStation. That's the craziest
Oh,
thing.
for
And they're
sure.
still going to get the majority of the sale money from it, too.
Millions.
For sure.
Oh my
the
god.
reason I get so bent out of shape about this kind of stuff is I hate to like predict that something isn't gonna really land. It's not gonna be a big deal. I can see it now. 3 weeks after Call of Duty lands, there's gonna be some article that goes like, from Phil Spencer, someone's gonna come out and say, I guess Call of Duty didn't really move the needle on Game Pass, and it's just like there's got to be some sort of alignment with like what you do in order to raise. You can't just like do it and then not tell anybody about it. This is why I get so bent out of shape about this stuff.
I'm not going to say it's not going to move the needle on Game Pass. There's no way the game fails. And I just think like every
I
year,
don't think that's the
every year
measurement
it's the
bar.
best selling game. Every year,
the
except for
game will
last
do
year because
great.
of Hogwarts.
The game
Like-
will do great. It's its impact on Game Pass is what I'm talking
No,
about.
I really do think like with everybody who has Game Pass is going to download it. Everybody who has Game Pass is going to tell their friends who don't have Game Pass to go get it. Like that's as simple as it is. Like it will absolutely drive Game Pass stuff. And again, the funny thing is this kind of ties into it. Right before this, just like they did Starfield, they took away that $1 preview for Game Pass. That $1, they took away that. Smart moves. Because again, anybody who doesn't have Game Pass on Xbox right now, which if you don't, insane to me. But instead of paying $60, every dude who's like buddy wants to play with them, just be like $15.
Or dudette.
Or dudette.
Yeah.
Or non-binary dude.
Any person who wants to play Call of Duty. Literally, they'll just say, hey, $15 for Game Pass. You can play for a month. It will absolutely drive the needle on Game Pass. And again, my guess is there's going to be an article that comes out that goes, biggest Call of Duty ever. We sold blah, blah, blah. We had this many new Game Pass subscriptions, blah, blah. Like, it's going to be insane. Like, I just feel like it is going to be a gigantic success. And again, like
not
for
because it's
Microsoft,
Game Pass, it's the Omni movement.
it really
Definitely.
is. It really is.
Well, they got to give Game Pass to
that.
everybody who buys the game. If it's going to sell to all these other people, give them Game Pass. Put it in PlayStation boxes. Put it in PlayStation
Homie,
copies.
that would be the funniest thing on earth if they were like, here's your PS5 copy of Black Ops 6. By the way, you can stream it on your phone right now at Game Pass if you want.
Yeah, there's
Oh
14
my
trial.
god.
You can have that one for free, Aaron Greenberg. Put it in PlayStation boxes.
PlayStation would light the FTC on fire for allowing them to let this sale go through.
Probably.
They would be like, you see what they're doing right now?
Can you imagine? Because they've got like a whole like messaging system in Call of Duty. They've got their whole. That would be incredible.
Do you
Yes.
think do you think there's some sort of weirdness like you cannot say Game Pass on PlayStation. Do you think that's like a rule somewhere? Like, you cannot mention that on PlayStation. Like, Sony might have something in there. Like, I don't know. It seems so like it seems that's your Trojan horse. It's like, let's get everybody in, and it's like Game Pass. Yeah. Like, it spreads like a disease on the PlayStation Network. Like, guys, you know, if you have Game Pass, you get it's like, I don't know, man. I wonder if like they can do that. I'm gonna ask my PlayStation people when they have it.
Give it to them.
Oh, it's all over there. Yeah. Like, and again, I have that version of it now where the only thing that's weird to me, and I have to be honest, is the fact that like I don't know if the game is coming out early for people that bought that upgraded version. I don't know. I haven't paid attention, to be honest. Dude, everything's flying so fast. I was like, wait a minute, Black Ops 6 comes out next week? What?
I thought it came out yesterday, but
I was like,
where's Mitch's stream?
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, hey, we're not doing the Xbox Drive Friday night. Maybe Mitch will stream Black Ops.
It's not. I literally, I was like, I would if it was out. It's not. Yeah. Like, it's definitely not. Next Saturday, I will absolutely be playing the hell out of that. That's for sure.
I can't wait.
That's going to be your entire extra life stream?
Yeah. There it is, another one.
Honestly, so like at the end of the day, I'm like, what do I play between midnight and like 5 a.m.? Because that's always like the harder times where like no one's awake and I'm by myself and I'm like, yo, I can grind guns in COD so fast. Like, oh man, double XP tokens like crazy. I'm gonna be using them, get my guns leveled up real quick. Looking forward to it.
Nice.
Can't wait.
All right. Before we get into our topic of the week, how about we jump into the carpool? This week we have Croco Kyle.
Hey, buddy.
Says, if you could only play games within a $10 price range, what price range would you pick? So, for example, if you chose 60 to 70, you'd be able to play most AAA games day one, but you would miss out on most indie games. Whereas if you chose 20 to 30, you'd be able to play a lot of the indie games day one, but you'd have to wait for deep sales on bigger games. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for all you do.
What a solid question. What a thought-provoking question.
Yes.
Wow. Good job,
bro. I should have clarified
just as good as all the
Discord,
other questions.
But I didn't want to clarify. I'm going to say I have Game Pass, so it doesn't matter.
Cheat code.
I think I would pick the 60 to 70, and then I can buy the PlayStation first-party day ones, and I still get a bunch of indies on Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, and I'm good.
That is cheating.
I cheat. It's fine.
I think I would say, honestly, I'd say 30 to 40. Only because most PlayStation games, even if you don't get them day one, 6 months down the road, they get down to like $40 at like a sale sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, Last of Us Part 1 remastered or whatever the hell it was called, that got down to like $40 within 6 months of release. So like, and then of course all Ubisoft games 2 weeks after it comes out are definitely that price. So I mean,
the only problem, and I think Sean might be considering this as well, if you go that range, you're not playing Nintendo first party games literally ever.
Yeah.
Because they never get down to there. Their sale is $50, right?
Sometimes I've seen them for 40. I just want to throw that out there.
Maybe.
It's rare.
It's the crappy games.
It's funny because more often I've been seeing games, actually Nintendo first party stuff go on sale at like Target and stuff. I'm like, well, this is weird. Because I remember for the longest time, like Smash Brothers, it's probably still $60. Like it's still absolutely that price. Whatever happened to the days of like Player's Choice and Greatest Hits and Platinum Hits?
Why would they do that? They could still charge you $60 for Mario Kart 8, and it's been 7 years.
Bastards. Sucks because you're
doing business right.
It sucks because you're right. Because literally, they could be like, "You're telling me you're not going to buy Mario Kart at whatever price we put it? Yeah. Shut up. Go throw your credit card in the machine and shut up."
Get mom's credit card.
Yeah, go get your mom's credit card and buy every first-party Nintendo game. Absolutely.
And then donate
right behind your mom's cigarettes in her purse.
What else? Sean, what else is in the purse? Tell me.
Oh, I mean, you got your lipstick, you got your Swiss Army knife, you got your car keys, right?
A pill bottle with random assortment of pills that we will go unnamed.
Your nail file. Nail file's in there as well.
Got it.
Toothpaste, floss is in there as well.
Gotta have floss.
Works Anvil is in there from Looney Tunes. You got a clown car in there as well.
Got it.
All right,
balloon
Fee,
animals.
how much money in
Mom's
your
purse,
purse are you
man.
spending on games?
Okay, so that's the problem is because like a lot of the games that I usually play are indie. So it's either
Right.
between 10 to 20 or 20 to 30
Yeah.
because there's games like Phoenix Springs that just recently came out which I'm looking at currently because I need to buy it because boy howdy is it one of the games that might like one of the games like demo games of the year that I played and now I want to play it again. Full game, but also a lot of like the indie games that I like to play are like the 10 to 20 range. So that includes like Loop Hero, Inscription. I think Darkest Dungeon might be around that price right now, like the original Darkest Dungeon if I remember correctly. So right now it's actually I lied. It's $32 Canadian, which is around the 20 to 30 range USD, which then also puts into perspective, are we talking USD or are we talking CAD?
I mean,
Because if we're
you
talking,
pick your price range in your currency if you want. I don't care.
That's
I was gonna
fair.
say that sounds like cheating now, because then you're starting to get into exchange rates.
Well,
and you're
sometimes it depends on the website,
pesos.
Mitch. I should do Ruby. You know what? The yen. I should go with the yen.
Let's do
Why
yen.
not?
yeah, 100%.
How much
Yeah,
yen?
why not?
You get 10 yen range. That's not a good idea,
Oh,
is
no.
it?
That's not a good idea at all.
That is
That's
horrendous.
awful.
Okay, no, absolutely not. No, I think I would have to say a solid like 20 to 30 because that's usually around the range where like like brand new indie games come out at.
You need
So
to
I'd say-
wait. You got to go $19.99 to $29.99 because that's what the prices are, and you don't want to miss
Bowser.
out.
Perfect.
Got you.
You know what? Actually, you know what? I'll move it slightly. I'm gonna put $16.99 to $26.99 because that's usually around the range between
Yeah.
like mid tier indie to like higher tier indie. So $16.99 to $26.99 is exactly what I'm going with. Thank you.
If we're saying question, I'm like, really? Okay. If we get
What do you
So if the
mean?
game's cheaper than that, can we not buy it?
No,
No.
Yeah, I'm
You
good
can
with 30
only
to 40.
buy
That's
them
the
in
question.
the $10 range. That's the trick.
Yeah, I'm good with 30 to 40.
It's still a $10 range, Mitch.
Because then you're
shaking
going to
your
sit
head
there
at
and
my
yell
answer.
at a game. You're like, oh man, I wish this game was more expensive, said no one ever.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Well, apparently
what I
people
buy.
are
Could be
saying
me
that.
2025.
People
This could be
people
me.
are like upset that Expedition 33 isn't a $70 game, and I'm like, what is going on, internet? Seriously?
They just mean $70 game quality, quote unquote quality.
Yeah, but
they
it
want
is.
AAA quality. Yeah, they're dumb.
They don't even know what
Shut up.
AAA is.
I
Bunch of losers.
I love gamers so much. They are the best. They make me so happy. They bring me so much joy on a regular basis.
Bunch of morons. All right, what's the next
All
question?
right.
Hey, I didn't get to answer.
Oh wait, what?
I'm on this
Mitch.
show too.
Are you?
I
thought
think
you were
I don't know.
hanging out with
The
the
internet's
housekeeping
causing
lady.
problems. We don't know. We
Barely.
thought you answered.
No, I'll just say this. Croco Kyle, you may have defined 2025 with this question for me. Like I might
Oh
wanna,
my
I might wanna-
god.
Can
No.
you imagine?
Croco
if the
Kyle,
game
we're not friends anymore if he does this.
has to be in this dollar range. I love this. I started to think about it though. If I'm only buying the most expensive games, I don't think I can afford that. I think that's the biggest
Right.
It's like because you just spend so much money. So I would rather I think about me when like Xbox sales like in a holiday time come around and like Steam sales and stuff, like where do I naturally kind of end up? And it is that up to $10 or up to $20. So I think I'll probably for the sake of the question, I'll say 10 to 20, and I'll just wait for sales on that front. But I don't think that I can be spending that top dollar only every time. I'll spend thousands of dollars a year. So I might mull this over. Crocodile, please nudge me on this because this could be a thing. I don't want to be not buying games ever again, but I kind of like this restriction for next year. This could be fun. This could be all right. I also like the idea of it not being like 10 to 20, like even split, like 22 to 32. I kind of like that. Like, let's make it nonsensical. Yeah.
See, I would agree with you, Sean, and I would definitely I like the idea of doing that next year, but there's a game that I now know that it's coming out in 2025 because it got delayed, and I don't know the price range of that game, which is Cabaret. Cabaret.
Oh, yeah.
Cabernet, sorry. That game's coming out in January, and I don't know the price range, so I'm not playing that game with you, but I like the idea of it. Maybe it is within the price range that I said, and then I'm good.
We need to do math. Like, if you're going to do this, you got to sit down and do some math. Because you got to say, okay, maybe I want games that are, like, originally priced at $30. But what's a regular Steam sale that happens? 20%
Correct.
off. So now take $30, do the 20% off, whatever that value is, that be your top, and then go down $10.
Because then also are you looking at the 10%
Facts.
off that you get for like first day releases that come on Steam?
Yeah,
Or
whatever
on
the
top
actual
of
purchase price is.
Yep.
with the ever purchase. But also that's like a problem because I'm usually one of those people that looks at a Steam sale and is just like, oh, this game's $5 purchased because it's $5. Why not?
Same.
So I can't restrict myself
Yeah.
from not being able to, like, I would put a limit, but I'm not going to restrict myself from buying a game that's $1.99, which was Greece.
Yeah.
Which would, like,
Yeah, I think it would be a cap. I think
It's a cap,
the
not
range
a.
is pretty restricting. I think it would be.
Oh no!
yeah,
If
up
you're
to
gonna
$20.
if you're gonna make
No,
this
you
your
got-
rule, it's got to be a $10 range.
No,
It's got to be that
do it.
range. Yeah, yeah.
Then
Don't
then
pity
it
party
will be-
around it.
If that's the case, it would be up to $10 then. I can't be missing out on games that are I can't be missing out on like Titanfall deals and Grease deals and stuff like that. There's no way. Like you cannot
Yeah.
ask me to
Games
pass
that you
up
already
on
own
those.
on 6 different services. It's fine.
I'm also trying to get all the
Yeah,
Nancy
Sleeping
Drew
Dogs
games.
is $4.74. You know, Mirror's Edge goes for $1.75. Let's get
Skate
those.
3's on sale for $5 every other week.
Your,
Yeah.
your
Cannot miss
minimum
it.
needs to be $10, Sean. Look, I'm trying to save you.
Probably,
Trying
like, I'm
my
s-
best.
You're probably right.
I'm still
I
trying to
cannot be
collect all the
saved.
Nancy Drew games, and there's 36 of them. So like, I usually buy them when they're like $3 to $4.
Yeah. This is a good question. I like this a lot. More
That's
money.
actually a
Stressing
really
me
good
out.
question.
I'm actually, my hands are clammy. This idea of me actually restricting myself to $10.
I'm gonna make a
I'm-
spreadsheet later, and I'm gonna have percent off sales and MSRPs and yeah.
Stress.
She's going to go to sales trackers and be like, how often have things been on sale? What's the
Yeah.
average sale? Blah, blah, blah.
Deku deals. What are my
Yes,
games sitting
please.
at? Everything that I want.
I want it.
Stress.
All right. Yawn32 says, I just want to say Legend of Babu is a good boy. We call our dog Babu a lot, and the fact that this is also a fluffy white dog, I will need to play this game. So, this is a partner preview game, right?
It is. It sure is.
Might have been in our thumbnail for today, maybe?
It sure is.
Fiona, just say it. Just go.
I'm so
She's like
excited for
teeny-
this
she's
game.
like-
I'm
like
gonna
a
be so.
teapot.
I'm gonna be so bad at this game, guys. I'm gonna die so many times. This kid is gonna fall to his death so many times when I play this game.
Oh,
But it looks so
no.
cute. Oh, it's because there's a lot of climbing, and I'm terrible at games like this. So, but I'm gonna play it anyway because Babu is so cute. You ride him around. He's like the cutest companion ever. Oh my god, I can't handle it. The moment I saw this, because when I was making the thumbnail, I will admit I hadn't watched the Xbox partner showcase yet, and I was just like, you know what games are here? And the moment I saw this dog, I'm like, if anything I do today when it comes to that thumbnail, I have to put that dog. I like, it doesn't matter. It could have been like 50 of them. I could have just copied and pasted it multiple times and been like, this is what we're talking about today. This game looks so beautiful. It looks phenomenal. I'm so excited to play this game. It looks absolutely crazy. The fighting mechanics look super cool. And just the overall, like, being able to check out the map and stuff from what I can see. Yes, this part. Me jumping on a cliff. The kid's, I'm sorry, kid. You're going to die. And I feel so bad about it because he's just going to fall constantly.
Oh, dang.
But it looks so good. Just like the fluffy companion. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of like Appa from like Last Airbender. Just like a big fluffy companion that felt like you work like ride around. So cute. I'm so excited for this game, guys.
I already have a fluffy white companion.
You do.
I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
Mine all died, Mitch.
Oh, God, dude, what the hell, man? Jesus.
Started the show
So I'll play
crying, and
this
we're
game.
going to end it crying. See you next week, folks.
I was gonna talk
Wrap
about
it up. I'm done.
the weapons look really cool in the game. There's like a
for you,
staff
Mitch.
machine gun that you hold the staff like this and you just go pew 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 pew. Yeah, that's a really good descriptor there for people who aren't watching. But here we are.
Use your imagination. It's a phenomenal description.
Exactly, 100%.
Let 2025 be the year of dog games, please. We've got enough
Yes.
cat games. I don't mean to be a hater for all you cat owners the cat lovers out there, but
I
like,
have
we don't have
cats.
nearly enough dog games. This is
I
peak
do.
dog.
Dogs are better. They always have been. Deal with it.
Dang.
I will definitely say I wrote in my notes, ew, bug lady, because one of the bosses is just a huge bug and I don't like it. She has too many legs. I'm like, it's more than 8. Get her out of here.
Too many legs.
Too gross.
Fee from the Xbox Drive. Quote, too many legs.
Yeah, if an
10 legs,
insect
too
has
many
more
legs.
than 8 legs, it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth living.
Not worth it.
Too many legs, too much water, 7 out of 10.
I don't like centipedes. I don't like millipedes. I don't like bugs that have like numerous legs, and so that was really gross. So ew. But
guess
Babu
so.
looks so cute,
Fair.
so
Yeah.
fluffy.
All right, speaking of games we'll play at Extra Life next year, how about FBC Firebreak? This is a 3-player co-op shooter by the looks of it.
Yeah, from Remedy in the
from
Control
Remedy?
universe.
What I liked about this is it looks like funny. Like, it's just over the top and nonsensical, and I'm here for it. Let's play.
Now,
Nonsensical, but still kind of steeped in the seriousness, like the overly lore-based kind of worlds that you get with Remedy. Like, it is, it's both, you know? Like, it is wacky, but, like, all the attention to detail, all the cool special effects and everything, and powers, and, this actually looks really cool.
Yeah.
I just want to confirm, yes on Game Pass,
Yes.
Yes.
that we're good. Because I wasn't trying
See,
to...
Sean can play it, even if it's out of his price range.
Game Pass, yep.
For sure.
Pass, baby.
I literally was going to say the only thing that was going to worry me is if this was going to turn into another...
Don't you say it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I will say I wrote this in my notes that I can't wait to watch all 3 of you play this on a post Xbox Drive
Yeah,
show.
exactly.
So I'm gonna say it in the comments. I'll be super supportive, but I will not play this game. It is first person, guys.
It is so first person.
Also, it's
So
just great.
first
as
It's
much as it could be.
It's 3 people co-op. It's perfect for you 3.
Yeah, we don't have room for you, Fee.
Nope, you don't. And honestly, I'm not mad at it. I'll sit and talk to you
out.
guys. I'll sit
Right.
there and eat popcorn and be like, "Woo, go team!"
Oh, I
Cheering
love
you
popcorn.
on. There you go. I love popcorn. I need popcorn.
I eat popcorn like Yoshi, by the way. I don't like get my hands dirty. I just sit there and I just bring the bowl up to my face and just like, pop. Just a little like.
I do that sometimes too, especially when I'm walking to my desk. I'll just do that.
I only do that when my hands are full walking to the theater seat. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah, to
if
my
I walk to the
living
theater
room,
seat
right?
and I have 5 things because I have a big family that likes to go to the movies and I'm just like,
Yeah, no, I eat it like a dog. Just bring the bowl to
Perfect.
my
Rad.
face. And,
Only acceptable way to do it.
exactly.
no, there's very much acceptable ways to do it.
Oh,
Just
you
hands,
heathens
it's
with your
fine.
buttery fingers.
Do you eat Cheetos with chopsticks too? Shut
I
up,
do.
Sean.
Disgusting.
I eat
Of
chips
course
with
you do.
chopsticks. I don't like touching like Doritos. I eat them with chopsticks. Chips, chopsticks.
the flavor
I eat Doritos with a fork. Just
How's that going for you?
not good. It's not good.
Just stabs
Pour
a
milk
bag.
on
He's like,
them
I
and eat
can't
with a
get any.
spoon?
Chopsticks are so good with chips. Just
Dear Doritos, make your product more fork edible. Thank
Like
you.
an infomercial. Like, there's got to be a better way. Are you eating your
Now
Doritos, with
Doritos
a
come
fork?
folded in half so that you can stick a fork prong in there. Thanks, Sean.
Oh, that'd be
Sean would literally start that hashtag on Twitter and just piss off everybody at Doritos. Go, can you believe this moron wants us to fold Doritos? All of them. All of them, he
Doritos with a
says.
fork. Oh man.
Doritos with a
If you're
fork.
watching this on YouTube, please leave a comment below. Hashtag Doritos with a fork.
Exactly.
Please.
Start the trend.
There's
Yeah.
the
Start
secret
it.
code.
Let's
Start it up,
do
guys.
that.
Oh
right.
man, we have fun.
So I'm already disappointed in a game from the showcase. That's a sad. Blind Fire. I was really looking forward to trying it out. Like, it looks like a cool concept. You're in like what looks like a laser tag arena.
Oh, yeah.
And there's like no lights on, and you have to just go by sound, and then you have like a echo ping you can do every so often. I played a match, and it was not great.
I would say visually it
Like, how
looks
the
awesome.
match worked, and then like I was winning and everybody just quit, so then I was the last person there.
Oh, that's just lame.
Yeah, that was not great. So hopefully they can do something with this, because I think the concept is really neat. I think this could succeed, but they just gotta work how it goes. I don't know.
Yeah, just
so
the
it,
basic
like,
multiplayer.
It was like once you're dead, and you
Is
could
it one
do
life?
something.
Is it one life per round or something?
Yeah, in the mode I got dropped in, I just put in quick match, like whatever round needed people, and So there was one thing, like once you were dead, you could switch to security camera view, and then you could trigger traps. So like they have mannequins sitting around and stuff. You could like trigger them to make noise and confuse the players, but that it was like very infrequent that you could do it. So I was just sitting there bored. So I could see why, like, if you were already behind 2 rounds in, yeah, why not just drop? Because what are you doing? Like you're not going to make it up.
So is that the only game mode then?
There was 2 game
early
modes.
Access.
Yeah, this is a game preview. So like I'm hoping they turn it around. I really do, because I think there's something here, but so far not so great.
That's the tricky thing about early access, I always find, is like it is early access. It's crystal clear that it is, but like it kind of is your chance to make a first impression as well. You know, we haven't really gotten around to that mentality, I think, in console gaming, where you accept it. In PC gaming, it makes a lot more sense for people, I think, for the most case. You sign up for early access, you know what you're getting yourself into, you know that they're going to be working on it. But a lot of times I find with like console gaming, it's like early access and people they treat it like it's a 1.0 release, right? And then they form their opinion, and then that's the narrative for that game, which I'm always sensitive to, on the narratives that are generated for these games.
If I have to be honest, though, there's games that come out early access that could be 1.0 games. Example, Lockdown Protocol.
Yeah.
That is literally from day one a great game, and it just is going to get better. Like, awesome. So I think like you have to make that really good first impression. You can't just say early access and then put out something that is going to deter. Yeah, you absolutely need to have like, could this technically be playable and be a good experience as is, especially if you're going to like either charge people for it or put it out there. Because again, what's going to happen? Bowser's going to play it. She's going to not have fun with it and then not care when it's actually full released. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. It's like Lockdown Protocol, I'm just so excited to see where that game gets better, right? From this right here, this early access is awesome. Great. Keep building on this. Keep making it better. But yeah, you can't like put that out and then deter your audience and like push them away and then just go, well, it's because it's early access. Like, other games don't have that excuse, right? Other games come out and are awesome from the start.
Release 1.0 and it should have been early access or beta.
That is very true.
Gamut, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
What's everybody else like from the partner preview?
I really like Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. That was the one that stood out earlier this year when we saw it for the first time. And even though we thought it was Nothing is Forever, because they keep on using that as their slogan, that game looks insanely cool. I'm super excited to play it. I'm not a huge fan of when it comes to Souls-like. I have been trying, I put it on pause for a very long time playing Elden Ring, but this game looks so freaking cool, guys. It looks really creepy and just overall it looks really good. And I'm not gonna lie, I definitely got my notes mixed up because I was talking about like the bug lady in the staff machine gun. This is on this game. I don't have my glasses on, so I got my notes mixed up, so don't mind me. Totally creepy things are not in Legends of Babu. But this game looks crazy. I am super excited. Also, the idea that the main character is actually infected and becoming a monster herself is a really cool concept, so I'm really excited to see how that goes. It's a game that I'm going to be playing for sure, because it seems wild. Also, it's coming to Game Pass, guys, so why not? Why not play a game that I'm not particularly like something I would usually pick up myself because it's available on Game Pass. So it's just, the mechanics look really cool. It looks gory. It looks like really interesting. And also the fact that like, I don't know, I sometimes get really gravitated, especially when it comes to like games that have like a female lead, which we currently see in this game. So I'm really excited to see how her story, the machine gun, guys, the
that blew me away.
As
soon as they started getting like projectile weapons, like I thought this was going to be swords and stuff and maybe a little magic, but yeah, you got guns, you got flamethrowers in
elemental
here.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. The Lotus.
I didn't realize this one was going to be on Game Pass. I didn't have that.
Huge get for Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be really freaking cool, guys. The fights also look really good. I will definitely say one of my slight gripes, and we don't know what's going to happen in the game, is when it comes to like movie trailers, for example, I find that a lot of movies trailers, they show too much, and I feel like there was a lot going on in this game. Now, mind you, there was some like narration at the very end with like this kind of like we assume might be like a high priest or maybe an emperor of some sort. I don't know what's happening there, but it kind of felt slightly like a little bit oversharing, but that might just be how I felt when I looked at it. But I'm really excited to try it out. It also looks beautiful.
Yeah, it does
looks
look gorgeous.
Stunning.
Yeah, more games like this, please. Very imaginative. Very like not your typical. You just grab a sword and go beat up a bunch of dudes. Like the enemy design looks great. All the different environments look awesome. Like if you're gonna look at this like a movie, like almost like costume design as well, character design looks really interesting. I need to play more games like this. I need to mix it up a little bit.
Agreed. It's a good opportunity.
Sounds like a Bond. Oh, that fooled me last time we saw this game too. Nothing is Forever.
Exactly.
That trailer.
Not called Nothing is Forever.
Sounds like a Bond game when they say that. I don't like that.
It really does sound like that is a Bond title for sure.
Yeah.
It's so Bond. Yeah.
Yeah.
One that I really liked, Mouse PI for Hire.
Oh yeah, I thought it was Cuphead. I thought it was.
I
Cuphead.
swear to God, I thought it was
fooled me
Cuphead
twice
too,
now.
and I was really about to be like, "Yo, let's get it." I was so stoked because again, I'm like all about Cuphead and everything. And then when I saw what it was, I wasn't upset about it. It definitely has the very similar vibe of like the frame rate is definitely of that animation style, very Disney-esque animation as well. It's weird to me because it's like 3D, but with like the 2D elements, right? Of like the way the enemies look and everything. Like when you rotate around an enemy, it is not a 3D plane. It is just 2D kind of moving like this.
Yeah.
Like
It's like a piece of paper that always
It's like a
faces
piece
you.
of paper. Yeah, exactly. But this looks awesome. The movement stuff is like the only thing that throws me off a little bit. Like, cause like I almost don't know, like, is it supposed to be a 60 frames per second game? And again, like obviously when you play shooters and stuff like that, you want a really smooth frame rate, but it also the actual artistic style of the game would lead me to believe it wouldn't be. So it's weird because like I feel like there's moments of this game where it doesn't look like it's actually 60 FPS. But then there are moments like when you're doing the movement and stuff where it does.
Yeah,
the
gun reload animation, everything looks like whatever you're doing looks very, very smooth.
Right. And also this right here, when I saw this, I was like, wait, what? Like that, all of a sudden I was like, wait, is that Cuphead related in some way? When I saw that part of it. But no, that was the game for me that I was, because I really do like Cuphead. I think that game is phenomenal. And I love obviously that art style is just visually so different than other things that are out there. And that was the number one, like that stuck out to me. But I was 100% thinking it was Cuphead too. I was going to freak out.
Well, I think that wasn't the first time we've seen it, and I have been fooled by that game once before. I will say this, Mitch, now that we got to watch that trailer again as you were talking through it, I think maybe the best way for people to look at this game, I haven't played it, so I'm just guessing here, it looks to play like a boomer shooter almost in a way. Like I wouldn't look to this like a brand new first-person experience. Like there is definitely a difference in like the game design, the enemy design, the guns and stuff like that. Like if that makes almost like bolt gun, like Warhammer bolt gun in that way, that's a little bit more on the nose because it's got like that pixelated graphic style. So it's hard to sort of describe what I mean here because obviously the art style here is unlike anything we've ever really seen in a first-person shooter. This is not. This is like the ultimate boomer shooter. It's like your grandpa, like whatever your grandpa was, not the boomers, but even older.
It's very much like Doom. How like Doom has that same kind of like like the almost 2D image,
sprite based. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but instead of like it being the sprite based, it's just the hand drawn route, which again I'm all for because like Doom is awesome, and this just looks just everything about the game so far looks good. It's just I'm trying to get an understanding of like. Is the game supposed to have this like artistic style to where it's like not meant to be super duper smooth and like kind of like jittery like animation like that back in the day? Like the one thing I appreciate with Cuphead, how there was random like film marks, just randomly out of nowhere. Like that's what I'm wondering. Like, is it supposed to be like a super clean hand drawn animation style, or is it meant to be that like cinematic style with like the weird little squiggles of like film grain and things like that? Like. But overall, that's good. The other one that I was happy that people got to see, Subnautica 2. I'm not a big fan of that. But the fact that that game, as insanely big and popular as it is Game Pass, that's wild.
Yeah. Subnautica 2 definitely jumped out to me as well. And kind of amazing how, this is like an ocean exploration kind of game. It could look generic, but it doesn't. There's something about this character design and the flippers that like instantly... And I guess like the color palette and things like that, like it's very identifiable as Subnautica 2. But I don't remember it being quite this. Fee, have you played Subnautica? Like, I feel like this might be a Fee game.
Oh, I wish I did, but it's in first person. But it looks.
I wish.
I'll wish. No, but here's the thing. I have done some deep diving in this game, mostly because of the actual like creatures that you can find in the game.
Right.
Because usually Sean, it is absolutely terrifying. There's creatures that like are the size of like skyscrapers underwater, and they make the most terrifying deep bass sound when like you get like this notification telling you that there's something in the darkness, and then all of a sudden you're just dead, and it's so cool. So I don't know. The idea of deep ocean has just always been something very interesting to me, and I wish I could like. But this I want to try this game out so badly, especially since you can play it as a multiplayer. Like, this is a game where you can play with friends. So I'm definitely wanting to check it out because I want to see if they've, like, created other, like, creatures in the depths. But yeah, I'm not going to tell...
Extra Life.
There you go. Extra Life 2025.
Multiplayer Extra Life.
I'm going to be taking all the motion sick meds and I will be going nuts. But here we are. I'm going to play all the first person shooters in the corner.
I was a little surprised they called it Subnautica 2. Wasn't there another like Subnautica? Was it
I think those were expansions.
Below Zero?
I think those were just expansions. I think they were.
I thought it was a separate game, but
That's a question for my son. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like I said, I'm just surprised. The biggest thing for me, I was like, Game Pass. That's huge.
yeah, early access on Game Pass.
That's
Like
a
we're getting
very
early.
big get. Yeah. So good for them for that, man. Like there's a lot of people I know that is a big deal for them. My son played the hell out of that game, and yeah, he'll be stoked to do that.
Man, I'm gonna say another game that I'm really excited about, and it's a part of a franchise, and I didn't think I was gonna be more excited to like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii looks insanely cool. I want to play this game tomorrow. It looks so good. It looks so bonkers. You know what? Because of how like just parody it is, I wish they just started off as if it was like the beginning, like season 1 like opening of One Piece, where they just start blasting We Are. You could have done that with this trailer, which is a really good opportunity, but no, it looks so hilarious. Guys, there are pirate ship Coliseum battles in this game. There's
It's insane.
It looks so great. I want to go on a ship and I want to fight. Like, I'm a huge fan of Sid Meier's Pirates, and I just want to, like, I think this is what people like have been wanting, is just having like pirate battles and not having to play a game where it's a multi oh my goodness, an MMORPG where like people are like 100 levels ahead of you. This is an opportunity where you can go out, decorate your ship, which is insane, and just go bonkers, balls to the walls, insane. And like, of course it's Majima. He never dies. He's a cockroach, and I love him to death because like no matter how many times they try to get rid of him, he always comes back in some way. And oh my gosh, I personally haven't played Yakuza or like a Dragon before, but this is getting me so motivated to do so because it looks so funny. I want to play this game right now. It looks so good.
That ship looked ridiculous. Imagine like that purple and pink ship coming down and being like,
that's why I'm saying, Mitch, I think they should have some sort of collaboration with One Piece because the ships in One Piece are insane. Like, they are insanely colorful. They are the shapes of different animals. There's restaurant ships. There's like just bonkers, like overall just like things. And I think that would be, who knows, there's honestly, to be quite honest, there's probably a lot of like different like shout outs and Easter eggs for One Piece in this game. Who knows? But oh gosh, it looks so good. It looks so funny.
What?
I'm
He's
sorry, I'm
battling
sorry.
with a guitar? Like he's
Dude, welcome
This game
to
looks
Like a
wild.
Dragon / yeah, that game is wild.
I want it. I want it so bad.
Yeah, that game looks nuts. I know my buddy Brandon. He loves the Yakuza games and Like a Dragon games. He freaked out when he saw that. He was super stoked. That game looks wild. That and the that Cronus, the New Dawn,
Yeah, that one
Creepy.
looks so cool.
super creepy, graphically gorgeous, very good.
So
very good.
I have like a question about that. Is both of those different scenarios that are happening in the trailer happening in the same room? And is that creature the woman?
I think so.
Because it looked like you could see like the sofa and the chair flying around, and they were the same ones that they're sitting in while playing chess. It looks so. I want to play this game. I don't know why. It looks so.
It looks crazy. Yeah.
Bloober Team too.
Yeah. So I was just gonna say that this has been fun to watch Bloober Team kind of make their way here, right? Because they did The Medium, which was a good game, but
I liked it.
Not the best, like graphically, or like it was a step down, I think, from some other games. But then, like, didn't they just do the Silent Hill 2?
Yeah, the timing of this reveal was so great because Bloober Team is just riding this wave of critical and commercial acclaim with Silent Hill 2 remake. So this is great. Like, they can almost like rewrite their own brand here. Like, this looks really cool, really innovative. And it's funny, the reaction to this, I think, would be completely different if it was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Because I think people were very hesitant about the Silent Hill 2 remake because it was Bloober Team. Like, I don't know. Do they have that in them to make this what it needs to be? And the answer is yes, they do. And here's another piece of evidence what else they're going to do great work on. So I'm excited.
What was that? I'm trying to think of the game that you did go back and forth between different worlds. Was that The Medium? Was that it? Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked it quite a lot.
Yeah, actually. I enjoyed it. I played it. I don't play a lot of scary games, but I played that one.
Yeah, this was definitely a trailer that got my attention for sure.
Weird as crap. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So good.
Looks great.
Nice. I can't believe we've gone this long without talking about Animal Well. That game, when it came out everywhere else, was this huge deal. Animal Well was the one that really caught my attention. And the trailer here as well that we won't have on the show, what was he talking about? The shadows? Something about the shadows being shadowy and something.
The shadows of the shadows and shadows.
What and just all it really is doing is this is exactly what I would do if I was to make a trailer, and you guys know that I would just fill space with nonsense that really only serves the purpose to be like a backdrop to show the game for whatever this is, 30 to 45 seconds.
You can't just have the game silent or just the game noises. Like, you need a narrator to tell you something, and
that's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. And then he wraps up and then he says, I guess what I'm trying to say is Animal Well is now available on Xbox. I just thought, like, not only is this game insanely popular, and a lot of people really enjoyed it earlier this year, they also had just this wonderful trailer that I thought really stood out in the partner showcase. So this is one that actually just earlier today we received a code for, so I will be playing this for next week. I can't wait because a lot of people have reached out to me after playing it earlier this year, suggesting that I would really enjoy it. So shout out to Animal Well, one of probably the biggest surprises of the year. I don't know that we knew about it before it released. It just sort of like came up out of nowhere and took over everyone's feeds, it seemed. So shout out to Animal Well.
Nice.
Last one I'm going to shout out is Eternal Strands. This is coming to Game Pass next year. Just another get out there and wreck some monsters. Just very colorful, like all the elemental weapons and stuff you have. I love that. Burn everything. See, that's what I like right there. Burn it all down.
That gets me, from the trailer.
Yep. And then you can freeze stuff. But this looks cool. Like, you can freeze the giant monster's leg and then attack him elsewhere when he can't move. I like that.
Nice.
So, yeah. Like, it's a brighter version of a lot of games that we see. Like, what did we talk about earlier? Like, Fallen Feathers. It's kind of dark. There were several in this show that were, like, dark and grungy type of stuff. But this looks bright and colorful. That means I can see what I'm doing. I'm not, like, running around in the dark being lost. So, maybe I'm just afraid of the dark. I don't know.
Find out at Extra Life when a challenge will be Bowser sitting in a dark room by herself.
Hate it.
I don't know. That'd be weird. Hate it. We would talk about Alan Wake 2, The Lake House, but Sean forbade us from doing any sort of Alan Wake talk ever again. So
I never did.
I know. I'm kidding. Visually, it looked cool. I didn't play Alan Wake 2. I don't have an opinion, but it looked good.
Alan asleep.
Alan Sleep.
Alan
Yep.
Sleep.
I'm surprised you didn't say, Fee, you spelled that wrong.
Wow.
It's Alan Sleep, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. No, there was a lot of really good games. Honestly, like I feel like I'm in a good spot on the internet right now where I don't see negativity when it comes to showcases. So I'm just gonna stay here. I'm just
There you
gonna
go.
stick
Yeah,
around
that's
there. I'm gonna be happy, and I'm just gonna make really silly comments in my like long spreadsheets of different showcases because that's what I do for context listeners. I just make spreadsheets all the time when it comes to new game updates and releases, and or just announcements. So I'm just gonna stay here, happy in my little bubble, just happy as a little clam, here in Nova Scotia, avoiding you all with your negative comments.
Beyond
So-
the East Coast.
The
Yeah,
only thing I was going to
exactly.
say, I didn't actually see, there's always idiots out there, but like most people on this were just kind of like, I think it's just the expectations of what it is, right?
Yeah.
Microsoft didn't come out and go, you absolutely have to see the best preview. They didn't do that. They were just like a week beforehand. They're like, hey, we got some trailers. You can check them out. They're cool. Like, it's just that expectation, right? Because some people, I remember one comment I read was like, 4 out of 10, I was expecting Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
What are you
no.
talking about? Like, no, they didn't throw it out there. They didn't throw this advertisement on it. They didn't announce it
If
3
they were
months
gonna
ahead
do
of
that,
time.
that would have been Tokyo Game Show, right?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing is like, I just like the way that they said it. And again, the conference itself was well paced. It was perfect. They didn't overbear you with like, and they were just like, here's your game trailer. Some had gameplay, some didn't. Here's an Xbox Wire QR code. If you want to scan it real fast and read more about it right now, next game. And they just rinse and repeat. And I just think they did well on the conference itself. So
I also
I
appreciate.
don't have any complaints on it.
I was just gonna say I really appreciated the fact because I noticed that they did like every few games they would do
Every
like kind of
5.
like every 5 they would say specifically what games are coming to Game Pass. Guys,
Yep, they put
were
up the image, the exact image you wanted to see. Here's the last 5 games we talked about, where you can play them. And then at the end, they had the all 15 games on a slide, and that's what's going around the internet because it's
That's what it
exactly
should
what we
be.
need. Yep.
What do you
Perfect.
guys want?
Well done. Excellent. Plus, it gave you like that moment to like take a breath. All right, every 5 games, calm down a second. Okay, now 5 more.
I really miss the conferences where they're like, everything you're seeing here is coming to Game Pass day one.
Yeah.
Those conferences hit hard, man. It's like, oh, you want to see something cool? Every one of these you're gonna play on Game Pass.
Now they can't
Watch.
do it because they bought Call of Duty. That's what you get.
Yeah, I
Here's your
guess.
Call of Duty.
Wow.
Yeah.
They got
No, like I
split
said,
on 15 tiers.
I think it's crazy that like the games that are coming to Game Pass for this are nuts. Like they
Yeah,
have some
there's
good
good
stuff coming
stuff
to
here.
Game Pass for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Excellent. Anything else?
Good job, Xbox. Good week.
Yeah.
Good job,
The only thing
Xbox.
I would say, Bowser, is obviously love doing the show with you guys. I have a tremendous time. But
Aw.
when I watched it, I was kind of like, I was fine with the games. I thought it was very good. I wouldn't say it was bad by any stretch of the imagination. But talking through it with you guys, I have a way higher appreciation for this partner showcase. Because it's like, let's break these games down. And like, I thought we were going to go around the table maybe once and each one of us might have one game. But we talked about like most games that were shown here with some excitement and games that when I first saw them, what was it? Eternal Strands was one that like I just thought that the name ruined it for me. It's just generic name and everything. But now having rewatched it with you here and just kind of talking about it, I like doing it. I like coming back to it because you never know why you're coming up with like your opinion of a game in that moment. Could have been just whatever the showcase presented the moment before or whatever you're doing. But I really liked our discussion today because now I'm looking forward to games I actually wasn't immediately after the showcase, and I got to talk about like rehype myself up for games like Animal Well and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
this is what people should do. Like just listen to podcasts, talk with your friends, learn
Come
what they're
hang in our
excited about.
Discord and hear what
There you
everybody's
go.
excited about.
Yep. It's
I also
infectious
like
and
how
feels
each of
good.
us had like 2 or 3 different games that we were all like, like example, of course, the shooters and the crazy stuff stuck out to me. And then,
Yeah.
like that's the thing I like is like each of us had like games we could each highlight. So,
Totally. Good job.
Now I need to
Nicely
go play
done.
Subnautica 1, I guess.
Me
I
too.
guess.
Extra life.
Have fun, guys. Guys, you guys stop adding games. You guys are not going to get.
Way
You're gonna
over
take
25 hours.
10 minutes of
every
games.
15 minutes.
No, it's
Every 15, yeah.
Every
At this
time I
point,
change my shirt, we gotta switch games.
Yeah, exactly.
For Sean,
Guys,
it's
you
gonna be
can't
every
do that.
5 minutes. It's gonna be every 5 minutes. He has to switch games.
whatever.
It's gonna be.
I'll be so satisfied.
Yo,
I
get your
mean-
mod duties up. You're going to have to change that Twitch title a lot.
Yeah,
A
Wow.
lot. Change that category up.
Can we just leave it on just chatting?
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Is there a
That's-
charity event one? Can we just put it as that?
There
Let's do that.
is a category for
events.
special events, yeah.
Oh,
but
it's a
I
special
mean,
event, all right. Sean and I are there. It's gonna be special.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's cool. I mean, you guys have fun.
All right, Mitch, you can be in charge of updating the titles. I don't
Yeah.
care about who's getting married.
I'm in a wedding.
Have your phone open. Have your phone open and muted, and you can look down every so often and
I'll
change
just
the
sit there.
title.
I'll sit there in the chair while they're saying their vows, and I'm like,
And you'll hear Sean, Tim, off? They'll be like, what is going on?
it'll be awesome when I think I have my headphones on, but they're not connected, and it's just blasting out of my speaker on my phone. That'll be the best.
No, Mitch,
Oh,
we need you in
God.
the chat while you're at the wedding because we need to know, like, what if she says no?
What if
Like-
somebody objects?
Oh, dude, I'll tell you. I'll tell you
Exactly,
immediately.
Yeah.
I'll tell you all the tea that happens. Yo, uncle got super drunk. Oh my God, this is crazy. Yo, that mom just said to that mom some wild stuff. I can't wait. Yeah, all the
Dad
tea from the
walked his
wedding, I'll
daughter
do
down The
that.
aisle, passed it into the car, and left.
Nice.
That was it.
The ring
Mitch is
bearer
like, I'm getting on a
trips.
plane and coming to New York. Screw this wedding.
That's right. That's right.
No, man, I'm telling you, like, I'll update you guys on all the craziness that happens at the wedding, and then I'll try to mod as best I can. Fee's not going to a wedding. She can just mod.
Yeah.
Just
You
saying.
just come with us.
She could just
just
show
come.
up. What kind of excuse you got? A wedding? I didn't
Or at
think
least
so.
give an answer, but that's fine. I won't go.
Damn, not even an answer.
Just playing hard to get.
I gave you a solid no months ago.
I appreciate the solid no.
Wow.
I tried, man. I'm sorry.
I knew this was gonna happen. I appreciate you all, love you all, and who knows?
Who knows?
We'll find out after if maybe she'll
What a
come.
political answer. Nah.
We'll know 10 a.m. that Sunday morning. Did she come
Exactly.
or not? I don't know.
Maybe. We'll see.
Sneaking in at 5 minutes till.
She's gonna show up in literally the last part of it. Go, guys, I'm here. I'm like, I gotta turn around and go home.
He was an
Like,
extra
you guys
life.
are doing
Look at that.
extra life this year? I didn't know you were doing extra life this year.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else, Bowser? Is that the end?
No, that's it. Let's go home.
That is all. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this episode of the Xbox Drive. It's episode 361. We survived the Red Ring of Death from the 360. Thank
Hey.
you, everybody, for listening. Before we thank everybody for supporting us at patreon.com/carpoolgaming, Bowser, please tell everyone where they can find you on the internet, but not your IP address, please.
Not my IP address. Just how about just the subnet?
How about Mitch's? Give Mitch's IP
Okay,
address.
all right, we'll get Mitch's
it.
up. Perfect. You can find me at Bowser13 on X, Xbox, and PlayStation. Bowser on Steam, in the Discord, and find me at Extra Life in 2 weeks from now. I will be playing video games with Sean on a couch.
Heck yeah. Mitch Power, tell the people your IP address.
192 dot no.
Oh, no.
Okay. So you can find me everywhere on the internet, mitchpower1116.com. I hate to tell you guys this. Next week I will not be on the show. Next Saturday I have my charity stream, my 24-hour charity stream, where I'm going to be in a lot of pain doing a lot of stupid things to try to raise money for kids. So if you guys want to see me in pain, you guys want to see me get punched in the nuts, you can do that. Make sure you guys go there and donate. And then the week after, I also will not be on the show because I will be at a wedding. So yeah, you guys will miss me for 2 weeks. So make sure you guys make fun of Fee extra hard because I'm not going to be here. But if you want to see everything, mitchpower1116.com.
.com. He's got a .com.
I do have a
Fiona,
.com.
aside from the East Coast, the true East Coast, tell people where they can find you on the internet.
Protecting the East Coast.
You guys can find me online at Zoranix, whether it's on Discord, on X, or on Twitch. You can find me there where I'm playing games and crying over really emotional games, apparently. No, I'm just joking. You can find me where I'm going to be playing games that have a lot of character creators because I miss it. I miss character creators, guys.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, that reminds me. I got up to the character creator in Starfield on PC for a quick hot moment, and I got to get back to that. So that's super fun. As for me, you can find me on Twitter and on Xbox at Sean Capri. Sean like Connor, Capri like the pants. You can find me on the Nintendo Drive. I do a whole bunch of other stuff here at Carpool Gaming. Follow us on YouTube, twitch.tv/Carpool Gaming Live. We're going to be doing Extra Life. Please, if you have it in your heart, Mitch, this is my hardest pitch, and you feel free to make your own version of this for Extra Life. If you don't want to save the kids, feel free to not donate, okay? Just sit on your hands and don't do anything if you want these kids to suffer with the standard level of care.
Can you go to sleep at night knowing you didn't donate to help save kids? Can you?
Exactly.
Can you? I didn't think so.
If you care for the kids, you can donate extra-life.org/participant/carpoolgaming. It's okay. The link is in the show notes. You just click the button and you can donate. You'll be entered in for prizes, which are great. Every $10 gets you an entry in for great prizes. We're going to have a good time. We're going to play 743 games over the course of 25 hours. It's going to be incredible. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. I want to thank, though, before we go, everybody who supports us at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. That allows us to go. Okay, it's covering for our accommodations, it's getting us couches, it's making sure that we're all going there. We got a conference room for the day after game day. The festivities will continue. It's going to be incredible, and that's all thanks to everybody who supports us. Patreon.com/carpoolgaming, especially our ultimate producers, Mr. Jonathan Brown. You can listen to his music at the start of this show and at the start of the PlayStation Drive and on Apple Music and Spotify. Go to linktree/pme.jib. The Cwagmire, who reminds you that the best babes are Xenobabes, and TechMike, who says whether you are Kevesi or Agnian, you are a Xenobabe at heart. Our platinum producers, Smokin Joe, Solo, The Captain, and Tim Paullin. And thank you to our gold members, Adam K, Ada, Awesome Dave 1337, BobLoblaw, Brad Moore, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, Dan and Luma, Dannohh, Drellesh, Emily O'Kelly, Hoppel, John 32, Liger Woods 330, OldMrFrump, Patrice Mallette, Peje EP, Shane Erickson, TheDonRob, and the Jiggy Collector. Shout out to you, the Jiggy Collector, for getting that there Banjo-Kazooie 2 on NSO, I guess was an exciting Nintendo announcement. That is all. That is the end of the Xbox Drive episode 361. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you all next week, except for Mitch. Mitch won't be here. Bye, everybody.
Sorry, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Xbox Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget that we've got some awesome Xbox Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming for exclusive content. Links to everything are in the description. We'll see you next week.